Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me put my face cam on and whoop, 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 whoop. Where are you? Where are you? There I am. Yay! Look, I'm a person. I'm a real guy. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy now. We are just gonna jump right into it. Okay, making sure that looks good from my end. Oop, lost my Google Chrome. Ah, okay, yeah, looks good. Okay, so today we are just going to be chilling and watching some scary videos because they are my favorite and I love them very much. Please show some support to the channel streamed. I actually love Tatstop's videos. I actually like actively have been following them for like 6 years. They were my favorite channel when I was little. So yeah, please subscribe to them. They're super underrated. Give them some likes, give them some views. 1000%. I really love all the work they put into their stuff, and I would recommend them all of the time. So we're just going to full screen this. I hope it's not too loud. If it is, just let me know in chat, because, you know, from my end it's a little confusing. But yeah, I'm just going to be chilling, sitting here drawing. If anything is wrong or happens, just let me know, and we're just going to chill.
Viewer discretion and...
Oh, I'll start this over. Alright, here we go. I will be, of course, making my silly little commentaries.
This video contains flashing lights, unsettling content,
Ooh. Ooh, scary, scary, scary. I like that.
jump scares, and sudden loud noises.
Again, I love scary content. Ooh, excuse me, just adjusting some computer stuff. Hope my model didn't just totally break.
The game developers insert into games, referencing outside media or concepts.
Good to me.
But there are many instances where the Easter egg will unnerve and startle the player.
This video will cover many of the more scary additions the devs sneak into our games. These are the top 50 scariest Easter eggs in games.
Freddy Fazbear! My old enemy, my #1 nemesis. Kill, 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 kill! Okay, I'm normal, sorry.
Flatwoods Monster. Everybody's Golf 4.
Okay, so I'm a huge cryptid fan. I love the Flatwoods Monster. My best friend. Oh, hello? There's ads on this? Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair.
The family-friendly theme of Everybody's Golf would feel like the last place to find anything creepy. Yet on course 5, hole 6, there's something quite disturbing within the trees. At the tee, zoom the camera forwards in a straight line until you reach the other side of the course. Around the trees can be seen a humanoid-shaped figure watching you. No matter where you look, the figure is always looking directly at the camera.
That's my best friend.
If you zoom too close, the figure will simply disappear from the map. The entity does not move, nor does it impede play. It seems to simply exist to catch you off guard. It's believed to be a reference to the West Virginia story of the Flatwoods Monster, which in and of itself has been speculated to be related to alien encounters.
Exactly.
It may be no threat in the game, but being related to real-world horror does give one a moment's pause.
Does it now? It sure does. I've been given a moment's pause.
Sovngarde statues. Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim. Do you ever get the feeling that you're being watched, even when you're alone?
Constantly.
If you happen to venture near the statues of Sovngarde, you'll discover in this case those feelings aren't just irrational paranoia. Whilst they appear to be unremarkable decorative figures at first glance, take a moment to check.
Oh, I hate statues. Ugh,
Notice
creepy.
anything different?
Yes, they're my enemies.
Sovngarde is the Nordic afterlife of this universe. The implications of these statues' gazes following you as you move around are certainly enough to set your nerves on edge.
Oh, but the Aurora Borealis, it's beautiful.
Are they guardians keeping a watchful eye over the deceased as they journey to the other side? More sinister beings just waiting for the unwary to stray from that path? Whatever the case, it's probably not wise to indulge their attention towards you for too long.
Alien Broadcast. Animal Crossing, New Leaf. The world of Animal Crossing is home to many strange and intriguing individuals, but none quite as bizarre and downright eerie as the one waiting to visit you through your television in the dead of night. To experience this close encounter with an extraterrestrial entity, you'll need to tune in at precisely 3:33 a.m. on either Monday or Sunday. Piercing through the static, a shadowy alien figure with blood-red eyes will beam down to the surface from a UFO and deliver a message in a garbled, indecipherable language before vanishing back into space as quickly
I can decipher
as
it quite easily.
No further explanation for this phenomenon is ever given, which only serves to make it even more unsettling and sinister. This Easter egg also makes it return in Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Ghost Handprints and Ghost Train Face. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. In the hunt for the villainous Wingo, Captain Toad will venture into many weird and wonderful locales. Like many grand adventures, haunted locations can be found, and 2 instances have creepy Easter eggs to share. Bizarre Doors and Boo's mansion hides something quite haunting. Head around the back of the level and wait for 5 minutes to discover some ghostly handprints mysteriously appearing on the wall.
Ooh, scary.
Further to this,
I need more
the
than that
freight
to freak
train
me
has a
out.
hidden fright of its own. Go to the front of the train and wait till the timer reaches approximately 312. Look out to the right and you can see a large faded ghost face below the clouds that will remain for the rest of the stage. While certainly not as scary as many of the entries on this list, these creepy moments will give you a gentle reminder the humble Boo is still a dead spirit haunting you.
Okay.
Shadow in the Clouds, Payday 2. Being the criminal of the game.
Does anyone
you'd
remember
think
Heavy
you'd be the
Rain?
scariest one
I feel like it
around.
was such a big thing
But
back in
there's
the day,
something
now
even
just no
more
one talks
disturbing.
about it.
In the Shacklethorne auction heist,
Very much just
out on the
revealed how
horizon, you
elderly
can
I
see
am
some
with that
lightning
one.
flashes among the dark clouds. The true horror is the shadowy form that is lit up each time there's a flash. A large humanoid shadow can be seen towering in the distance. Though it appears to be no threat and completely motionless, it's still an unnerving sight for the unprepared. While no official explanation has been found, several theories have emerged. Firstly, it could be an H.P. Lovecraft reference, since
Could.
Lovecraft is referenced by the Duke before the heist. Another theory is it could be related to a picture found in the Diamond Heist, which has a very similar looking shadowy figure towering over a similar looking structure.
But that's just me.
There
was
is
just me.
speculation
I
this
was
was
that.
foreshadowing a secret plot to another character known as the Dentist. However, none
The
of these theories have
Dentist?
been confirmed.
Dentists aren't scary. Oh, no, 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 no.
Some gates are better left unopened.
Goat Pentagram, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. The goats of livestock require a sacrifice, and unfortunately, if you want to see what they're planning, you'll have to pay the price.
Sounds
In
quite
order to
ominous.
summon them, you'll need to locate 4 pairs of animal dolls, regular teddy bears, elephants, ducks, and teddy bears with bow ties. Each pair must be destroyed simultaneously, so it's wise to complete this task with a partner or utilize C4. The ducks are located behind a locked exterior door and inside the barn storage areas. The normal bears are located by the fence next to the cabbage patch and
How
in
you
the
know?
opposite storage area behind a hay bale. The elephants can be found in a small opening in the right side of the hay bale wall. The bow-tied teddy
Elephants?
bears are located
Oh.
under a stable door.
I don't know why I thought
and
they meant
to
like
the open
real
gate outside the
animals.
farm.
Not the
Once
brightest.
dispatched, a new pair of bigger bears in checkered clothes will appear on the floor of the barn. Destroy them at the same time, and the ritual will begin.
Ooh. That's creepy. I'm not a big fan of that one. Ugh.
This action will summon a pair of demonic, hyper-fast, and unkillable goats.
That's
Who
me.
will reward all of your
Unkillable.
labor-intensive efforts with a swift and, let's face it, pretty hilarious death.
Pretty hilarious death. You say so, man.
Demon Gnome, Battlefield 5. After being deployed on your conquest of Eris, head to Objective A, as it's the most likely spawn point for the possessed porcelain to be found. Shoot or stab the ornament, and for a moment, nothing will appear out of the ordinary. However, it soon becomes apparent that you've taken on a permanent companion in the form of a demon gnome. Regardless of how far you travel, the little demon gnome will never be far behind, haunting you with its glowing crimson stare and maniacal laugh. There's not much else to this Easter egg, other than
Alright.
startling you when you least expect it. The demon gnome can't be killed, and won't progress with you to the next chapter either.
Spectral Echo. Chivalry,
I haven't
medieval
dealt with that
warfare.
pop-up in years.
On the multiplayer map Hillside, waging battle on the shoreline is just as dangerous as running there to find refuge. Found below to the right of the cliff, the darkness of twilight can't mask the bloodshed that awaits for someone stumbling through this site.
Ooh. Creepy.
Depending on the player's misfortune, there's a chance a weapon-wielding skeleton may manifest at a set of gravestones along the beach.
Ooh. Why are they painting like
Urban
that?
legend for the Age of Knights. One of the elements that makes the Spectral Echo so alarming is its unpredictability. There's no concrete backstory to give it sense, and it appears in the same location at a complete random chance. It targets the player who conjured it, and it won't stop until they are defeated. Spectral Echo has a lot of health, but players can be extra vigilant and defeat this walking nightmare for good.
Ghost Stripper. Manhunt 2. Manhunt is no stranger to horror, with grotesque murder worthy of a snuff movie. Yet this particular Easter egg is something quite unique from the usual horror experience. In the Red Lake District in Cottonmouth, there's an adult club called Titty City. There are 3 strippers dancing.
Wait, why is this so ominous? It's just GTA!
A free view camera. After a few seconds, the Easter
Oh
egg
god,
triggered.
can I show this on
Won't
stream?
be long before the ghostly
Oh
form
my
vanishes
god.
his dead wife. One of several hallucinations that
Statues.
Okay, I'm skipping that. I don't know if I can show that on stream.
For such an action-packed, gun-toting
Oh, great.
experience that Just Cause 3 offers, this particular experience will really take you by surprise. To the west of Montana at Falco, there is a rather unique set of ruins around the mountainside. There's some curious angelic statues and a goat corpse in the middle. Everything is quite normal until you approach the goat, at which point the statues will suddenly move closer when you're not watching. No amount of helicopters and tanks can compare to this chilling moment that will take you by surprise the first time experiencing it. This Easter egg is a callback to the Doctor Who antagonists, the Weeping Angels,
Oh, I
which
hate
only
those
move when
things.
not being watched, while striking unlucky prey within the blink of an eye. The question is, with all the weapons at your disposal, can you fight back against these horrors?
Yes,
Or is it better to
easily.
withdraw and return to agitating the local dictator?
I don't know what you said, so I'm gonna go with the first option.
Portrait. Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Found towards the end of the Don't
Just
Tap
making
the
these
Glass
games up
mission
now.
of the Zombie Zoo
These aren't real
chapter,
games.
This paranormal portrait proves that not even inanimate objects are safe from corruption. After completing all your objectives and opening the emergency exit door leading to the safe room, you can find a bloodstained picture of a Regency-style woman hanging on the wall. Given that it appears serene enough despite the blood, you may be tempted to take a closer look.
I will. Ooh. Ah!
In case that
I am
wasn't enough,
unfazed.
she also vomits blood and gore towards you as the light above the portrait goes haywire,
Dude, I do
showering
that.
you with sparks and electricity. Given that you'll have fought your way through hordes of the undead to make it this far, you'll likely
do the
want to
exact
make
same
hasty
thing.
exit from this place.
Evil Tiki. Tony Hawk's Underground.
Tony Hawk?
Tony
Pro
Hawk's
skater?
Underground has a number of vast maps to explore and discover many hidden treats. The Evil Tiki, however, is one of the more unnerving discoveries to find in your travels. Located on the Hawaii level, head past the back of the International Trinket Palace to find an evil-looking tiki statue.
Oh, this is great.
Should you approach its mouth and jump in,
Why would I
you're
do that?
teleported to a lava-filled hellscape with a fire-breathing tiki in the middle.
As one does.
Demonic laughter can be heard all around you. which combined with the demonic look can
This is
catch
my
you off guard.
house. If you go to my house, this is what it's gonna look like. Is this not normal for anyone else?
If you fall into the lava, you're teleported back outside, wondering if it was all real or some elaborate hallucination.
I don't think I'd wonder that considering it's a video
There's
game.
also a hidden old school icon that can be collected to unlock Venice from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Tony Hawk's Moving Castle.
This Easter egg is based on the Hawaiian culture surrounding tikis and their relation to gods and demigods, having wood carvings in their image. The
Tony
more
Hawk would
aggressive the
never do
carving,
this.
the more destructive
Crying
the
and
deity.
shaking.
This particular tiki likely relates to a very aggressive or evil deity, since it whisks curious individuals away to such a horror-filled place. Just be thankful you're allowed to leave, and not be trapped for eternity.
Lindenvale Graveyard Statues. The Witcher 3.
Oh, I need to play that.
To meet this pair of statue stalkers, you'll first have to traverse the Lindenvale and complete the Monster in the Cemetery contract on offer from the notice board. After slaying the hag and collecting your reward, returning to the cemetery will reveal something new has arrived. A pair of angelic statues flanking either side of the doorway to the small crypt. Whilst they appear innocuous enough at first glance, entering inside the building will result in a startling surprise when you turn back. The statues
Oh,
will
not
move
them
into
again.
position to stare directly at you.
I hate the Weeping Angels, they freak me out.
They continue to follow you throughout the graveyard, freezing in place every time you look at them,
Why?
turning towards you every time you look away.
Creepy.
Geralt will even comment on the statues, wondering exactly what's going on.
I love you, Geralt.
Given all the other horrifying entities plaguing the land, the fact that these statues actually provoke a reaction from him speaks volumes about just how standout this encounter is. This Easter egg is a clear reference to the Weeping Angels from the Doctor Who franchise, utilizing a similar style of movement.
What is this? Get out of here.
Dashboard menu. Xbox.
Xbox.
While most people expect to be unnerved while playing their games, it's a different story when it's your own console. If you go into the dashboard of the original Xbox and leave it idle for a prolonged amount of time, you can hear a new type of sound over the droning ambience.
John Madden, A-E-I-O-U, 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 John Madden. Hold on. John Madden,
The sound of radio
A-E-I-O-U,
static and a
John
robotic
Madden.
voice can be
Okay,
heard
that was...
coming from the The message is
I don't think that was
incomprehensible,
anything.
But some people claimed to hear the words
That wasn't
"die
anything.
human" in the middle of the jumbled wording.
John Madden. John Madden.
After several years, a Microsoft employee admitted that these sounds were actually public domain NASA transmissions from
Exactly.
space.
A-E-I-O-U,
where
John
heavily
Madden.
scrambled.
Xbox!
They were added in to give the
Oh,
effect
hi,
of the
Obsessed Gamer.
console
How are
being
ya? Oh,
futuristic.
let me pause real fast. I'm doing good. I'm drawing in another tab. I don't know how to project it on screen. We'll figure it out though. I'm doing good, just chilling, watching scary stuff.
And alien to other consoles.
John Madden. A-E-I-O-U.
Crying sarcophagus. Starbound.
I am a bit of a crying
Among
sarcophagus
the
myself.
Easter eggs on this list, this one is especially haunting when you consider the context. Deep within the Sovereign Temple, hidden behind laser traps and devious puzzles, lies a chamber with several sarcophagi. The Indian culture
Several
followed Egyptian
sarcophagi.
ideas in how they buried their dead in ornate sarcophagi. However, the puzzling feature is the human-shaped one alongside them. This becomes more alarming when scanning the item and discovering a faint cry from within.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
This, in and of itself, is creepy, but when exploring more of avian lore, it becomes haunting.
There's a guy in there. Maybe the only way
Many
would
years
be a
ago,
capture card
the
because that's a
avians
computer.
sometimes had human
Yeah.
companions with them as
I'm
friends.
putting that on the back
Avian
burner for
tradition
now.
meant that when avians died and were buried, they would be buried with their human companions, even if they were still alive.
Oh.
Humans were being buried alive in these tombs alongside their dead companions. When you really think about it, this is one of the more disturbing and haunting concepts that can make your blood run cold.
Is it now?
Television, 4:44 a.m. Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town.
I'm a
Harvest
friend of
Moon is
Mineral
well known
Town.
for being a family-friendly farming simulator, the last possible place to find something scary. However, there is a very specific Easter egg that may seem weird to some, while unnerving to others. Viewing the TV in your house at 4:44 a.m. triggers a rather bizarre Easter egg. The dialog box will open and close on an infinite loop, locking you
Ooh.
out of the game and forcing you to reset.
That seems
If
more of like a
playing more Friends
glitch.
of Mineral Town, then you get something a bit different. The TV shows static, and a long string of Japanese characters will fill the text box, which can be fast-forwarded
Oh.
if you mash the buttons. Both of these encounters are odd, but what makes this scary is the association to Japanese culture. The number 4 is associated with death in Japan.
It is, I knew that.
Combine this with Harvest Moon's cultural origins, and you have a rather unnerving connection to death in a happy farming simulator. Perhaps it's best to go to bed earlier and tend to your farm the next morning.
Perhaps so.
Elizabeth Corpses in the Water, BioShock Infinite, Burial at Sea. The Burial at Sea DLC makes a return to the world of Rapture, but this time with some fresh faces. While Rapture has been known for containing many scary creatures, this particular Easter egg may leave you scratching your head trying to figure it out. At the start of episode 2, while playing as Elizabeth, you can clear out some large circular rubble that reveals the body of Elizabeth herself. This
Ew.
triggers a flashback sequence similar to the start of BioShock Infinite. You're back on the rowboat with the twins. However, if you look out to the right side, you can make out the form of corpses in the water,
Oh god.
with some of them looking very much like Elizabeth herself. The flashback does not last long before you're thrown back into the game. Many theories have emerged about these corpses, but 2 stand out the most. First, they can be the corpses of the plane that crashed in the first BioShock game.
Oh, I wish I
The
knew
other
the
theory is that
BioShock
all the
lore.
corpses are other versions of Elizabeth from different realities floating in the water.
Ew.
Neither have been confirmed or
Creepy.
denied, but it does give one a moment's pause to consider the possibilities.
Ghost Girl, Pokemon X and Y. This creepy and unsettling ghost
Oh,
girl can be found on the
Hexmaniac.
second floor
Hexmaniac.
of
I
an
actually know
office
this.
building on North Boulevard in Lumio City.
Listen, growing up in the 2010s, you knew the Pokemon lore. You know the creepy stuff in Pokemon. You're not getting away with not knowing that. No, if you're on the internet for any period of time, you know how the Pokemon girls are treated.
On exiting the lift, the music will abruptly stop, accompanied by the screen flashing between pitch black and back to light, ominously
Hexmaniac,
for several
yeah.
moments. Once the
Ooh,
flashes subside,
creepy.
you'll discover a hex maniac waiting just behind you,
A
having
Hexmaniac.
apparently appeared from thin air without
Thin
the trainer
air.
noticing. What the player might notice is that the girl does not have a walking animation and just
She's
slides
just chilling.
along the ground. Coupled with her sudden arrival and equally sudden disappearance, seems to strongly indicate something paranormal is amiss.
What if I just walked like that? Would I be paranormal?
She doesn't make any move to harm you, but rather appears to study you for several moments before declaring
that.
you are not the one and vanishing without a trace. Who exactly this girl is, who she's looking for, and why she appears to haunt this
Please
building
try to
are
walk like that.
questions
Dude,
go
give me some roller skates and I will be
unanswered.
on my way. I'll be rolling.
The atmosphere her presence generates, along with her vague messaging, do little to imply the intentions towards the individual she is seeking out.
She was just in a silly, goofy mood. She's not scary, she's just silly.
Demonic painting. Viscera cleanup detail. House of Horror.
Viscera to cleanup detail? What kind of games are
Given
you
that
people
this
making?
DLC tasks you with cleaning up and clearing out a haunted mansion, you'll likely already be expecting.
Oh, this is
grisly
that
discoveries,
game.
disturbing
Power Washer game?
secrets and terrifying paranormal occurrences.
Oh!
There's all manner of horror-themed Easter eggs.
I don't know if I can show this on stream. Skipping.
Sign that you're probably intruding somewhere no sane person should be venturing.
No. Yeah. Oh, come on now. I don't know how to get rid of ads! I'm going crazy. Camera
House of
came out way
Screams,
before Power Wash
Saints
Sim.
Row.
Oh, okay.
From wacky weapons to insane stunts, Saints Row is no stranger to the weird and wild.
Okay.
Yet the House of Screams stands out more
I
from
love
the
Saints
chaotic fun
Row.
than the Third
It's so
Street
silly.
scenes engage in. On the central island, in the southwestern corner, is a rundown boarded-up house. Initially, it's no different than any other house, but as you approach,
I
the
live
sound
there.
of screams can be heard from within.
This is where I live. This is my house. Ooh. That is my house. Oh god. I do live here.
This house is the only one to have this audio effect, yet there's no way to enter to investigate.
Listen, this is just my house on a good day. You remove ads by not using an ad blocker
Perhaps
or
there's survivors
by
inside,
premium.
left in
Oh,
a
okay.
perpetuate
Gotcha,
state of
gotcha.
horror and despair.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna not use an ad blocker.
All you can do is back away and ignore their cries as you return to the mindless mayhem Steelport has to offer. Radio Unknown, Pokemon Gold. Whilst journeying through the ruins of Alph, the only location in the game where the mysterious unknown can be found, tuning to the Pokegear radio can yield some
What goes on in my
unusual
house? Oh, wouldn't
Instead
you
of
like to
soothing
know?
music with a local
All
talk
sorts
show,
of
you'll discover
madness
an
and
unnerving audio
silliness.
transmission.
That's an unnerving audio transmission? That's just Pokemons. Just what they sound like.
While the origin of these sounds is never explained, it's theorized to be the unknown attempting to communicate through the Pokegear. This is backed up by the theory that the unknown are the basis for all languages in the Pokeverse. Unfortunately, the human trainer is in no position to understand what it is they're trying to say. Given that they appear to have no issue attacking the trainer as they wander through the ruins, there's a strong possibility the message is a warning for you to leave.
Ooh, that makes sense. I need to get back into Pokemon. I was so into it as a kid, and now I'm just like, oh hey, that's a
Ghostly
thing.
figures. Dear Esther. Dear Esther is an early example of a non-threatening yet thought-provoking walking simulator.
I
This
love
creepy
walking
Easter egg
simulators.
may make you question the non-threatening part. Throughout the adventure, there's a number of shadowy figures that can be seen. Sometimes they're looking out over a cliff. Sometimes flashing by a window. One can even be found in the reflection of a puddle.
Ghosty goose.
Some can be viewed clearly while others are very brief or only emerge at the side of your vision, leaving you wondering if you really saw anything. While these shadowy forms display no hostile intent, they will likely have you second-guessing what you just saw as you continue your travels. Very little is known about the origins of these ghostly forms. However,
I put them
given the
there.
metaphorical
87
nature
years
of the game,
ago.
it's possible that they are the ghosts of those who came to these shores in their final moments before passing on.
Ooh.
Mount Gordo Ghost.
I know about this, I know about this, I know about this! Oh,
On the
Oh,
top of
yeah,
Mount
this is
Gordo
some nostalgia.
lives a haunting secret. Between the hours of 11 p.m. and 12 a.m., a ghostly apparition of a young woman can be seen floating above a small bloodstain. If you try to get closer to her, she'll start to vanish before fully disappearing, making you wonder if it was part of your imagination. If you're brave enough to get up close, you'll realize the bloodstain actually spells out a single word. Jock.
Mm.
The Easter egg doesn't end there, however, as there's some lore on a website you can access on the game's phone, titled Who Killed Lenora Johnson?
Oh.
An article can be found titled Blood on the Rocks, showcasing a newspaper about the death of Jolene Cranley Evans, wife of Jock Cranley. The couple was having problems in their marriage, and one night, Jock pushed Jolene over the cliffs, killing her.
GTA has
Jock was
lore.
arrested, but was released without charges after they concluded the death was accidental.
Accidental,
Maybe this is
huh?
Jolene's way of getting revenge for her death, spreading the word on her true murderer.
You go, Jolene, you go.
Ben drowned.
Yes!
And
Yes!
in the 9th level of the game,
Oh,
you'll have to traverse a long path in
This
the
is-
near
this is
pitch-black
built for me.
room, the only source of light being colored tiles that only appear when you're nearby. During one section, you'll be told to go left. However, there's a path that can be seen in front of you. Go towards the front path and go right, where you'll find yourself in front of a dark void. It's recommended to detach your head and toss it into the void, though you can still manage to get through with your body intact. You'll find yourself back on the
Oh
colored tile,
god.
where you need to keep
What game
going
is
down
this?
and down until eventually you see an opening to your right. At the end of the large liminal hallway is another open door on the right. Here you'll have to press 3 separate red buttons, allowing
Ooh,
a secret
creepy.
entrance to open. This will lead you to a long dark hallway.
It looks so
only
silly.
illuminated by a couple spotlights above. At the end is Ben, standing
Hi, Ben.
motionless like a statue. When you go up to him, the head of Hans Showmaster appears in front, leaking a black fluid from every orifice on his face.
That's just the goop.
words, Ben drowns above him. This is a clear reference to the famous Legend of Zelda creepypasta, Ben
Love that.
Drowned. As soon as the text goes away, your body explodes, restarting the level like nothing happened.
As one does, I suppose. Who doesn't love a little exploding?
The Whispering Forest of Brandywine Drop, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption.
There's a forest near Brandywine Drop of Roanoke Valley you wouldn't want to get lost in. At first glance, it seems no more foreboding than any other forest on the map. However, you may already be familiar with the local folks' cautionary tale, told in a film about a young couple from Ansburg who thought the same thing. For Ethel Bouchard and Eugene Hooten, a tryst in this forest ended with a horrific murder and an execution.
Oof. Ooh, I wouldn't want to be caught dead here.
There's a stillness in the air and a sense of involuntary containment as you try to navigate a path under the canopy of tall trees. Then the whispers begin to rush by like the wind. The whispers shift into an unsettling conversation. Then there will be the unmistakably sound of haunting laughter. A possibility that the next disembodied voice to laugh in these woods could soon be yours may prompt you to stop listening and just ride on out of there.
Not me, I'm built different. I would simply survive.
Idle and Hat Kid's ship, A Hat in Time.
Hat in time, then.
The adventures of Hat Kid will take her to all manner of worlds, but who would have guessed something creepy was found in her own ship? If you remain on the ship for roughly 25 minutes, the normal and calming soundtrack will end. Before long, it'll be replaced by an eerie and unnerving soundtrack, making you wonder if something had found its way on board, stalking you.
Oh, I don't like that.
The shift in tone will make you wonder just how safe the ship is in between levels. It's
Not
unknown why
very.
this Easter egg exists in the game, but best guess, is it's a joke put in by the game devs to encourage players to get a move on and pick a level to explore.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you spend too much time here, dude. Get out. It makes sense. From a dev perspective, at least.
Boss room ambience. Splatoon.
Ooh, I should play
For a game
Splatoon.
so full and fun as Splatoon, it's hard to believe there could be anything disturbing.
I am a
enough to make
proud
this
Splat
list.
Roller main.
Yet, if you
I'm
take
the
the
number
time to
one
listen to the
Splat Roller
ambience in
main.
the boss rooms, you'll hear more than you bargained for. Before and after a boss fight, the background is silent, save for a few curious sounds. The sound of a train, the clanking of metal, and the sounds of subtle screaming can be heard.
Ooh, I don't like that. It's freaky.
This was
You've never
repeated
played
in
it?
Splatoon 2
Ooh,
for
I
boss levels
I
prior
definitely
to
recommend
engaging
it.
the
It's so
boss
good.
itself. Once you recognize the sounds, it becomes impossible to ignore. While it's effective at building tension before a boss fight, the most accepted theory will make your blood run cold.
Will it now?
The theory goes that these noises are related to the Octo expansion plotline in Splatoon 2, which involved a subway system leading to a giant blender. Octolings would be put inside and broken down to their raw materials.
No!
Suddenly, the boss room ambience takes on a more disturbing tone. The thought of how many lives were ground down in such a horrific way is far more disturbing than anything else this game has to offer.
.3D test engine, McDonald's Treasureland Adventure. For a game based on the child-friendly McDonald's franchise, it's unusual to find anything more unnerving than the clown mascot himself.
Ah, good old Ronnie
Nevertheless, one
McDonnie.
can be found before even playing the game's story. On the password screen, enter the code balloon, gem, the letter M, clown, then press start.
How do you
3
figure
times.
that out?
On the third press, an explosion can be heard and the game
I
will
imagine
reset. However,
boredom.
if you are fast enough to press and hold up and left on the D-pad before the reset, the Easter egg will commence.
Ooh. Freaky. Oh yeah, if I was a kid, this would freak me out.
A 3D test engine will be active, and the password box
Goodbye.
will spin, pan, and zoom based on button
Where's he
inputs.
going? Oh,
While you
bye.
play around with this, a creepy ambience will be playing in the background, unlike any of the songs heard in the entire game.
Oh wow.
This Easter egg remained undiscovered for 30 years, as it was hidden and likely not intended to be scary, but it is definitely an unnerving experience. Perfectly
Sounds
suited
like the
for a
devs were
game
bored.
featuring a mascot that has brought children to tears.
Slide projector. Fear
Oh,
2.
Fear 2, I know that.
Project Origin.
I'm a bit of a
The
gamer.
Fear series is no stranger to spooky
Water time.
moments and horrific monsters beyond our imagination. Yet this unusual Easter egg proves to be quite a haunting experience in itself, despite being totally harmless. One of the rooms in the elementary school has a slide
Yum, yum.
projector that seems to be running a simple slideshow
Puka.
on its own.
Bye, Puka.
Simple images with captions attached to a cycle on a loop, while sounds can
Puka
be
just
heard
came
in
in
the
to say hi.
St. Louis Community College. Come as
Okay.
you are. See what you become.
Alright. Stay in school, kids. Get an education.
If you listen closely, you can hear a voice responding to each of the slides, but the responses are out of sync with their respective slides. The responses
Ugh.
give an insight into Alma's perspective regarding the different subjects. Such examples include the brain being a playground,
Ooh, that's
the
cool.
teacher
That reminds me
being
of
a snake,
Dark Deception. It had a similar mechanism.
and the playground being the beginning. Later into the level, you'll come across another slide projector. This one seems to have multiple slides placed across the viewing area. manipulating and distorting the images even more. The brain, now expanding in size, showing Alma's power increasing to dangerous levels. The snake image overlapping, looking like a woman's uterus.
Ooh. We got some
The
symbolism.
teacher image distorted to look like Snake Fist, a character you've only met through transmissions.
Wow.
The PowerPoint and playground images look like suggestive sexual depictions of foreshadowing later on into the game. The most accepted theory is the desync between images and responses, as well as the names mentioned, indicating Alma's distorted view of the world.
Wow.
The
That's actually
ghostly
really
voice
cool.
gives you a gentle reminder that you're still dangerously close to Alma as you explore the school's hallways.
That's a really cool mechanism. I really wish more games explored like the psychological aspect.
Please don't touch anything 3D. The
Oh, yeah,
tempting
yeah.
big red
This
button
game.
on the machine can be too much to resist.
I
This
could not
machine leads
resist
to
it.
all manner of surprises, such as mass destruction, demonic summoning, and even making coffee. For this particular Easter egg, hit the big red button 16 times to reveal a hammer. Then use the hammer to smash the clock to the left and move all 3 hands on the clock to 6. This will trigger a scene where blood oozes from the screen and walls, while heavy breathing can be heard behind you.
Ooh. I did not enjoy that.
Looking behind you reveals a ghostly woman, standing in a pentagram. Her eyes will glow, and then the scene will cut to black and return to normal.
It's freaky.
Should you resist the urge for 15 seconds, you will be awarded an achievement for holding your nerve.
I could not do that. I am weak. It's not that scary. I feel like it'd freak me out though.
Terry Cotter Demon Army. Fable 2. Ever been paranoid of statues?
Constantly.
How about an entire army of them to drive you to insanity?
Oh,
Accessible
Terry
through the
Cotter.
Wraithmarsh
I see, I
Demon
see.
Door in Albion, the hero can find an unassuming cottage in a picturesque meadow. Inside, the player can find several books and journal entries that reveal that, after losing his mother, Terry sought to find the Knights Aberrant, an army of artificial soldiers given life by a magician.
Ooh.
Said army can be found in a cavern towards the rear of the house. There's nothing welcoming about the atmosphere their presence
Yeah, the Terracotta
generates.
Army. I know about this. I learned about it in history class.
Rows upon rows of unmoving jet-black suits of armor stand amongst the rocks, driving your levels of paranoia through the roof. Even more frightening, exploring the upper floor of the cottage will lead you to a room occupied by even more of these knights and the skeletal remains of Terry himself. Among the remains lies a journal entry that devolves into insane mutterings about the knights constantly watching him.
Foreshadowing.
It's clear that his final moments with his new friends were anything but pleasant.
Aw.
Even worse, other books throughout the home reveal that whilst the Knights Aberrant were believed by some to be benevolent entities, others speculated that their true purpose was to spread madness and despair.
It's also my goal.
Smoke Monster. Just Cause 2. In the top left-hand corner of the map, you'll be able to find an island called Hantu, an Indonesian word that means ghost or demon. Arriving at the island, your plane, helicopter, or boat will catch on fire and crash immediately due to EMP towers around the area. You don't seem to be the first who crashed here, as you can find a crashed airplane with a sign made out of rocks and sticks nearby declaring "Search," an arrow pointing to the right.
I would simply not search. I would simply
If you
swim
follow
home.
the arrow, you'll find a
I'm built
small hatch
different.
in the grass, rusted and overtaken by the environment. If you decide to go deeper into the island, you'll find an odd, unnerving sight. A Panawan elite soldier covered in a heavy cloud of black smoke. This is a reference to the 2000s television series Lost.
Oh, never
Unlike
watched
the rest
it.
of the
I think it was a little
soldiers, he
before my
doesn't
time.
attack you, instead following you once you see him. While he can be killed, it'll take a great deal of time since he has a higher health meter compared to other NPCs.
I think an ad is coming.
Hello?
Advertisement.
Huh? Dude, get out of here. I'm watching my silly little
The Green
videos.
Flu. Payday. In the level No Mercy, you're assigned to find a patient with a rare infectious disease, titled the Green Flu. Once found, you're then told to draw blood from the patient several times, and quickly escape from the hospital before any police arrive. Throughout the heist, you can encounter several Easter eggs inside of the hospital. The first one being that the whole level is from the first Left 4 Dead game, Mercy Hospital. You'll notice that the patient has pale white skin, dark veins, and boils forming on them. The patient suddenly starts twitching and coughing heavily, a sound similar to the special infection in Left 4 Dead, the Smoker. Near the end of the level, inside of the hospital's morgue, you can find several zipped up black body bags. Occasionally, the bags will jerk, almost like something is trying to escape from the inside.
Me, I'm trying to
The
get
only
out.
unzipped body inside of the room is a dead woman on a gurney, her body looking similar to a common infected in the game. Things take a turn, however, when the police shut down the power and you're tasked to restore it. Near the reception desk, there's a locked closet door with a witch visible behind it. If you stare for too long or shine your flashlight in her direction, she'll take notice. Throughout the whole level, it feels haunting, realizing that you're at ground zero of the apocalypse and you yourself are probably already infected with the green flu.
Creepy clown video, Roblox.
Oh, come
With a
on, this
game
doesn't
as
count.
child-friendly and harmless as Roblox, it's very surprising to find anything that could be truly creepy.
Not really.
Nevertheless, this Easter egg is disturbing
Roblox horror
to
games are a
behold.
huge market.
Public servers do not allow access to the admin commands, but private servers will allow specific users access for general management of the server. Within those commands lie two very specific ones: I love you and always watching. Once either one of these has been entered, a video will play showing a man dressed as a clown, rubbing his clown
Oh,
face
come on,
on
that's a
the wall of
classic
the
internet
store.
video. You can't be scared of
There's no
that.
context for this video, and it's so out of place that it's quite frightening to encounter. The Easter egg was eventually removed from the game in later updates. It's unknown why this
Yeah,
video
Roblox horror is a
existed in the game's
huge
code,
thing. It's
but
weird to say,
seemed
like,
be a joke put in
oh
by the
no,
game developers.
it's...
Why they felt it was something to put into a child-friendly game remains unknown, even to this day.
I mean, come on. Game devs love putting weird stuff in their games. It's not that surprising.
Nuketown mannequins. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. To trigger this Easter egg, you and your teammates must find every mannequin scattered throughout the map and shoot off their arms within the first 2 minutes of starting a match. Done correctly, an unsettling chime will punctuate the air, and the mannequins will take on a life of their own, stalking you and your fellow soldiers across the map. To make things even more unnerving, they also take a page from the playbook of the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. The mannequins freeze in place every time you look at them.
Oh, I hate
Move
that. I can't deal with the
closer and turn
mannequins.
back, with their footsteps creeping up behind you audibly as they do so. Whilst this impromptu game of red light, green light is certainly creepy, they can still be gunned down, although more will continuously spawn throughout the match to ensure you're never safe from them. A few other variants of this Easter egg are also available. Shooting off the heads of the mannequins will instead cause them to animate fully, swarming in overwhelming numbers like a horde of ravenous zombies. Shooting both the arms and the heads gives you the worst of both worlds, with the mannequins taking on the Weeping Angel mannerisms of the first Easter egg and the massive zombie horde characteristic of the second.
Staring statues. Dead by
I
daylight.
love Dead by Daylight. So
Once
bad
they
at
get
it
you to the
though.
spot on account of you being busy either running for your life or chasing down your latest victim, the decorative statues on the Sanctum of Wrath map in the realm of the Yamaoka estate have a little surprise in store for you. Scattered around the shrine outside are dozens of identical stone figures which will continually turn to look towards you every time you glance away from and turn back to them. Whilst they don't move from their positions or attack you in any way, the fact that they just will not stop staring at you is plenty disturbing on its own. To make matters worse, exactly how and why the statues are able to do this is never explained. It may be the result of some dark curse that could have also played a part in the creation of the spirit, or possibly the entity itself manipulating the environment to further terrify the survivors. Either way, try not to let their piercing gazes get to you too much, or else the next thing that pierces through you could well be the killer's cold, hard steel.
Ooh.
911 call. Cry of fear. After a nearly fatal car accident, Simon Henriksen, a depressed teenager, must fend for himself against various supernatural creatures and even his own psyche.
Ooh.
Throughout the game, you'll have to use your cell phone as a flashlight in order to traverse the dark city. Most players will immediately ask the question, why can't you call the police? Well, if you pull up your phone and press Z on your keyboard, you actually are given the chance to do so. You can dial 911 or 112 onto the cell phone. Either one will end up with the same result.
Okay.
A loud, piercing scream with something snarling in the background can be heard. The sounds of a chainsaw can also be made out prior to the call ending, with the sound splitting of flesh and dripping of blood. You can only do this once per playthrough, as whoever answered the phone is probably no longer with the living. This small Easter egg lets the player know that with every nightmare Simon experiences, no one will be there to help him.
Door. Phasmophobia.
I
You
love
would think that the
Phasmophobia.
starting lobby is a place of safety, especially in a game about ghost hunting. However, Phasmophobia even takes the safety of the lobby room away from you. You'll already feel unnerved by the glowing eyes from the ceiling space, or the skeleton hanging out of the locker.
Ooh.
But the real horror is found in the
It's me.
slightly open door. Upon approach, it seems harmless enough, but once you press your face against it, you're met with a ghostly figure in the doorway.
Ooh.
It only lasts for
Did
a
you
brief
sneeze
second
at me?
and only triggers once per session, but the first encounter will leave you paranoid of any open doors going forward. As of update 0.7, this Easter egg was removed when the office layout was changed. The Easter egg itself is nothing more than a jump scare moment for the unprepared, but this will surely wake you up before you set out to face the real threats of the spiritual world.
It's you.
Yabai Picture, Utaho no Tatari 2. Drawing heavily from Japanese folklore, Utaho no Tatari focuses on the horrors of being cursed. Towards that end, many creepy and disturbing things will be found here. Yet among them all, the Yabai Picture remains the most unnerving of the lot. After day 3, the level will open with a visit to a Shinto shrine. Before entering, there are 3 torii gates to the left, as is often found at Shinto shrines. After walking through them in order from bottom to top, walk to the edge of the screen and interact with the end of the map. The Easter egg will be triggered, causing an unskippable string of text to appear on screen. The screen will then cut to black, before revealing the picture of a dead-looking female entity
Oh, I remember
alongside
this.
an unnerving audio track. Once triggered, the Easter egg cannot be escaped, and you must reset the game to proceed. Torii gates have often been described as being a portal between our world and the spiritual world in Shinto culture. The implications here could be that we're passing from our world to the next, via our foolish action of crossing the gates.
Haunted House, Dying Light, the following. While Dying Light is no stranger to horror with its zombie population, this Easter egg stands out from it all. Found inside a lonely house in the countryside area, you must locate the cupboard underneath the stairs. Not only is there a Harry Potter Easter egg here, but there's a skull on a shelf.
That's
Interact
me.
with it several times to make it spin and activate the Easter egg. The front door locks, windows will slam shut, and a ghost will drop from above and attack you. Should you explore the second floor, another ghost will ambush you from behind. The final horror can be found behind the boarded up door, where there lies a dead woman in a bathtub full of blood. Should you survive all this, you'll then be able to leave and go from the spectral horrors to the very real undead ones.
Reverse school recordings. Outlast 2.
Outlast.
In Outlast 2, Blake Langerman and his wife Lynn are stranded in a battle between two cults, each of them out for blood. Throughout the game, the player can record the horrors around them on their camcorder. If you play back the recordings of the nightmarish school, you'll find your footage to just be static and garbled audio playing in the background. After reversing the footage, you'll be able to make out the voice of Father Loudermilch, the teacher at the school you have been wandering, and the abuser and killer of the player's childhood friend, Jessica.
You remove the temptation beyond what the flesh you made was able to resist. Thank you, God, for killing my child. Thank you. You never told a soul. You let the small sorrow of her suicide wash over the unacceptable tragedy of her murder.
The messages are prayers from a psychotic mind, thanking God for killing Jessica, how vulnerable she was, and most disturbingly, how he wants to do it to other students.
Ugh.
With how notorious this series is for jump scares and body horror, these hidden messages are the most unsettling due to the fact that this can actually happen.
Meanwhile, on Paramount Mountain.
Oh.
Let's do this roll call. It's freezing up here. Blase.
Ooh. Okay.
Baloo World Arcade Machine.
Yes!
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Given that you're trapped inside an arcade complex after hours with a psychotic killer and several murderous animatronics, you'd be forgiven for trying to find.
Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I have to say something about that. Psychotic killer. Vanny is not a psychotic killer. Vanny says Vanessa. No. Okay. Yes, it is implied at the end of the game that there are several missing children from the facility. Yes, it is sort of implied that Vanny did it. However, there is also probable cause that it was the animatronics. I'm sorry. I gotta get my lore straight. I gotta get my lore straight. There's a lot that can be said about Security Breach. I could talk about it for hours. I'm gonna stop now.
Something that grants you a temporary respite. Unfortunately, even the seemingly innocuous arcade cabinets can have some nasty surprises in store for you. Found in the secret area of the daycare attendance room, which is accessible from Fazbear Theater after taking photos
I want to
of
go to
cutouts
Fazbear
of the
Theater.
4 original animatronics scattered around the map with the Fazcam. This arcade
I want
game
a
appears to be
Fazcam.
little more than an innocent Balloon Boy themed
Hi,
fun
son.
at first glance. However,
I'm glad people
playback
remember
players
Flappy
will
Bird.
notice sinister purple glitches appearing on the screen on occasion.
We got ours,
Making
don't we?
contact with one of them
Truth?
causes the game to take on a much more frightening appearance with a glitching screen, the gentle scenery replaced with a bizarre purple pathway, and the area bathed in hellish orange light. Follow the path for long enough, and you'll uncover a secret ending to the minigame, although chances are you'll wish you hadn't.
Hello, son from
It
Five Nights at
consists
Freddy's.
of the eclipse face expanding to envelop the entire screen, its unblinking stare burrowing into your soul as the words "Good night" crackle across the screen in barely legible purple lettering.
This is hardly the
It
scariest
speaks
things in the
volumes
FNAF
that,
franchise.
in a game overflowing with scary moments, this one in particular stands out as one of the most unique and memorable of them all.
Exorcism.
Hello, Hitman 2.
Hitman 2. Found in the aquarium section of the Kronstadt building on the Miami map is a crash test dummy with a life of its own. You'll have to bring a sniper rifle with you in order to see it for yourself, as this Easter egg will not trigger otherwise. Above the shark model is a window with a dummy and a sign reading "Live Exercise in Progress." Zooming in with the rifle will cause a crudely written O and M to appear on the glass.
Ism.
Line these letters up so the sign reads "Live Exorcism in Progress," and the dummy will start moving of its own accord.
Ooh. Exercise it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. It's freaky. Ooh. There's a life exercise
Slowly
progress.
raising its arms to point at you, and turning its head to stare directly at you if you let your scope linger on it long enough. This would already be scary enough on its own, but there's an additional jump scare in store once you stop looking down the sights.
Oh boy. I'm ready. I'm ready.
The dummy suddenly appears directly behind
That's a good
you,
one.
arms outstretched as if to grab a hold of you. Luckily for you, it doesn't move in any closer afterwards.
Golden Freddy.
Yes!
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I love Golden
Fifth
Freddy.
animatronic haunting the hallways of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Golden Freddy may not make his presence known as often as the other four, but he certainly leaves a memorable and terrifying impression on players when he does.
Hello, Bonnie.
When checking camera 2B on the CCTV system, there's a very rare chance that the poster of Freddy Fazbear on the wall will instead display an image of Golden Freddy, accompanied by the creepy, disembodied laughter of a child. Upon returning to the office, you'll find him waiting for you, slumped against the desk in a pose chillingly reminiscent of a freshly murdered corpse.
What? What?
Take too long, and Golden Freddy
Reminiscent
will
of
strike,
huh?
shoving his face right up against the camera in a jump scare. This is unique in that it is the only jump scare that will close the entire game, rather than game over.
What do you mean by that?
The only way to get rid of him is by flipping up the camera monitor and then flipping it back down again. This will cause him to vanish as suddenly and inexplicably as he arrived, allowing you to continue your night shift.
Appreciate it, Freddy. Appreciate it. Number 12.
Joker intro scare. Batman. Arkham Knight.
Ah, Arkham
Just
Knight.
when you thought the Clown Prince of Crime can finally be put down.
Do people really
Becomes
call him the
prepared
Clown
with a
Prince of
final
Crime? Is that a thing?
When you first start Arkham Knight, the first thing you'll have to do is put Joker's body to rest by cremating him. It's a
Ooh.
grueling 2 minutes, with Frank Sinatra's "I Got You Under My Skin" playing faintly in the background. As the body burns, becoming a charcoal black, the only thing recognizable on the husk is the familiar white-toothed smile of the Joker. It'll then transition into the logo of the game, as Commissioner Gordon proclaims that this is how the Batman died. However,
That was the
if you start
Joker.
the game on New Game Plus, you'll be treated to a more horrific sight. The opening cutscene will start the same. However, as the flames overtake the Joker's body,
Alright. I have nothing to say about that. Okay. I am immune to Joker.
Ouija board basement, layers of fear.
Oh, Layers of
If
Fear,
you know
Layers of Fear!
Layers of Fear, it's expected that
People
you'll
still
find
remember
all manner
Layers of
disturbing
Fear.
sights during your
I think
descent
it's a
into
really cool
madness.
game.
This particular Easter egg can be found before even getting into
I love
the
games that
majority
are
of
sort
the
of like
game, and has most
experimental,
likely been missed. Near the start of
artistic.
the game, there is a specific locked door in the basement that will only open if your calendar on your console or PC is set to October 31st. The door leads to a room where a Ouija board can be found and interacted with. Depending on the words spelled out, Different events can occur, such as spawning in ghostly figures, creepy sounds, and even the almighty Cthulhu will pay a visit.
Nice.
There are a lot of different words that can produce a variety of effects, such as magic, dog,
Ooh.
game, and many others. Considering the room only opens on Halloween, it's easy to understand the reference here.
Okay.
Monster.
Okay, YouTube Premium. If that's what you think a good ad looks like.
Chair room. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion.
Spooky's Jump
Calamari
Scare
Hospital. Spooky's Mansion is already scary enough, but with the addition of the mysterious Karamari Hospital, more disturbing experiences can be found. One such instance is a lone
Spooky's
chair
frightening
in its own room.
sandbox.
Taking a seat will trigger a sequence of unnerving sights, starting with a snowing-like vision, blood trail leading from the door to the chair, and escalating to seeing a haunting, grinning face in random places.
Oh yeah, I remember
After a
this
few
one.
minutes, your vision will black out and you're forced out of the chair, leaving behind a ghostly shadow, preventing
This
you
is
from
also what
sitting
happens when
down.
I'm in my chair for too long.
This is all you will experience the first time. Upon success,
I begin to feel like a huss.
locate the sacred sword in one of the offices. If you use this on the ghostly shadow, it will disappear, allowing you to sit down again. However, the second time...
I don't think I'd want to sit down again after that. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't sit down.
Noise plays and the screen shakes, followed by a unique death sequence. The text
I
indicates you
love
were
Spooky's
teleported
Jump Scare
away to
Mansion.
another
It's such a
world
good
that
game.
consumed you.
Monica Jump Scare.
Yes!
Literature Club.
I love you, Doki. I love you, Doki Doki.
Faces greet you upon joining a new high school club. Their hidden natures meanwhile lie in wait, always waiting for the facades to fritz, for the smiles to fade to static. The initiation into this sharp, twisted web starts out just as puzzling verbal exchanges between friends. Later on, you will see their tormented expressions. There are plenty of shocking moments to be witnessed. And then there's Monica.
Hi, Monica.
At the beginning of the game, Monica
It
is
is such a
introduced
good
as a
game.
warm-hearted social barfly. However, if you're recording the game using OBS or XSplit near the story's end, Monica's final interaction with you will include a surprise. While she seems as pleasant as ever, the lighting on the walls and flames dancing from the windows tell a different story. Monica wants to show why you should never cross her or record her. Speaking directly to the audience rather than to your character, a word of advice: don't look too closely.
Dimension, welcome to Hanwell. Few games are more unsettling than those that reflect a nightmarish vision on an everyman's neighborhood. Hanwell's open world turns sideways in a house on Lock Lane. However, the desire for a collectible, a canister of Dr. DNA, leads the main character through the door like a beacon. At first, the warnings scrawled on the house's wallpaper at every turn may amuse someone as they shudder. When the messages break the fourth wall in communication, the amusement halts.
Goodbye,
It knows why
then.
the player is there. Trying to leave the house with the prize will activate its dimensional travel function.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Hi there. Okay.
The character, now armed with a baseball bat, winds up on the surface of a vast, dark lake. Giant eyeballs are now watching, turning with the character's...
This is what my bedroom looks like, actually.
Then the true threat emerges.
Ugh.
Glowing orange humanoids crawling towards the player.
What horrible beast is that?
Panic, hit them with the bat.
Prove it, they don't like to be photographed, man. I don't know what to tell ya.
You die.
Oh, what beasts. What
During the
terrible
chase,
beasts.
The white moonlight shimmers in fragments on the lake,
Eat those
leading the way
things.
to an escape. That is, if the glowing creatures don't catch them first. Upon finding the exit, the player will end up back in reality as the street lights blink back on.
Zalgo, Yume 2.
Yes!
Many
Finally,
consider
someone else
Yume
remembers
2
Zalgo.
to be the scariest and most unsettling game compared to Yume Nikki and Dot Flow. The game itself contains many creepy events and hidden Easter eggs, Zalgo Room being one of them. The room itself is a reference to the creepypasta Zalgo, a demonic eldritch entity known to hijack various forms of media. The Magnet Room is an area you can access in the Red Streetlight world, a room filled with magnets that bounces your character around. In order to get to the Easter egg, activate the machine in the southwest corner of the room and turn on one of the blue balls. There's a fenced-off section of wall on top of the room with a crevice in it. Head directly south from where the crevice is pointing before going into the north area of the blue cube. Push your character to the crevice and you can then interact with it.
Okay.
As soon as you do that, however, you'll soon wish you hadn't. A large, pale face becomes visible in the background.
What a freak.
With various tentacles covered in eyeballs attached to it. All the while,
This is what I look
a
like.
distorted jumble of sounds can be heard. The more you wait in this area, the more the face distorts, almost like a wax statue melting, jaw unhinging with the eyeball drooping. Along with that are the sounds of wet, fleshy noises and many forms of laughter. These sounds will speed up with an intensifying pounding noise. As if someone or something is approaching you fast.
It's me. I'm approaching. I'm running so fast. Ugh.
After a few minutes, you'll be dropped off into the intestines maze,
Oh.
which many players might consider a mercy.
Ugh. The intestines maze? Yay!
If you
In the
didn't
video.
find an entry you
Alright.
expected,
We're pulling out some Nuke's top 10s. I love this dude. He's so Nuke's top 5. This what is this? Alright, Nuke. I've actually never really watched this content before, so I'm interested. Like, I know it's a little bit silly.
Walmart Plus.
Hi, Nuke.
The top 20 scariest TikTok ghost videos of the year.
We'll see about that.
Secret 37 is a mother from the Philippines currently living in Japan with her 2 sons. One evening in the spring when the sakura trees are in full bloom, the 2 boys make a video with one of their friends filming. What happens next is truly bizarre.
I didn't see anything. Donkey Kong.
Did you see it?
I did not.
A hand wraps around one of the boy's legs.
There's no way he
The guy
didn't
who's
feel that.
recording
Come
is shocked
on.
and hurries over to inspect the area around the 2 boys. But there's nothing and no one there.
That was me,
Some
actually.
Japanese TikTok commenters believe that long ago someone was buried on the spot where the sakura tree now stands, and that the restless spirit tried to reach out to the children. Literally. But what do you think this creepy hand could be? Is it real? or
No.
just an elaborate hoax?
I am not.
You decide.
Listen, I sit in my little den, my little crevice, and I'm just grabbing at anything that comes by.
TikTok user Summer, who is a
Like
mother of
small
two,
animals
lives in a
such as
small house
squirrels
in an old town
and
in
chipmunks.
rural Georgia.
I live in
Late
rural
one night,
Georgia.
Summer takes her phone out to record a quick video in her backyard, but she immediately
I live in
notices
the sticks.
something that is absolutely unnerving.
Y'all.
Y'all.
In my yard. Watch my face.
Ooh.
This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me.
That is kind of freaky. I think it's likely because the light bulb you have casts like 2 shadows. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
You can see straight through me. I kid you not. Look at this. Whoa.
On camera, Summer's face seems to twist and distort into something unrecognizable as she simply moves around in her own backyard. Summer says that she is deeply worried that the strange old church across the street might be the cause.
It's definitely
of the
just a
creepy
light bulb.
occurrence. She attempts to find information about the history of the old church, but she hits a dead end and is left with no answers. So did Summer catch a bizarre paranormal visual disturbance on camera? Or just
Called a
what
light bulb.
is going on
I'm
here?
a bit of a skeptic. It's skeptical. Alright.
Meanwhile, on TikTok.
More than 150 years old, the Anson Call House is known for its ghost stories. A family that lived here for close to 20 years says there's no question this place was haunted.
On Halloween night, paranormal investigation team Paranosis hosts a live event on their TikTok page as they investigate the allegedly haunted Anson Call House in Bountiful, Utah. The historic home was built in 1859 and was the home of Mormon pioneer Anson Call and his 5 wives.
His
This
5
said, Anson
wives!
was a cruel man and would lock his wives in the basement if they did not obey him.
Oh, it just gets
He
worse.
eventually passed away inside the home. 84 years later, it is said that Ted Bundy kidnapped and murdered a woman in the Anson Call home before taking
How
her
does it
life.
keep getting
Lead
worse?
investigator Bennett Rain and her team are broadcasting live outside the house when suddenly they all see something
How did it get
absolutely
so
terrifying.
much worse? I was like, well, this is pretty bad, but it can't get worse, right? Oh no, it can always get worse.
I'm done. I can't. Freaking, that's where it was trying to What?
Look at it! Look at it!
Oh, it is the freaking ceiling.
Okay. You can see someone holding it.
Here's someone talking. There's some girls out in the front. Okay, that's the freaking ceiling. Freaking.
It is.
I don't know. What?
There was a thing like.
Looks like
smashing
someone's
against the glass.
Yeah, it was a ladder.
Was that in the front? Was that the front of the freaking house? What was that?
That was me. I was in a silly, goofy mood. It looks like someone clipped them into the wall. That was pretty silly, I gotta say. It was rather funny.
That's been happening.
Quite silly.
Yeah. Somebody's been banging on the window and the door. We got it on video too.
Okay, I think I'm done. I need to get.
She sounds like legitimately terrified though. Like,
What the hell?
sounds like she's not like in on the, you know,
that gonna break?
the joke. When someone asks if someone's gonna break, saying just, you know, probably not the best response. She sounds so scared. Someone didn't tell her that it was staged.
Okay, I think. Okay, that's the freaking. I'm done. Okay.
We gotta go in.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd also be done by that point. I'd be like, alright.
The remains of a bed frame fly
No,
up
she's
towards
right.
the ceiling. The shocked investigators
Why
quickly
would you
head
go in if the
outside
house
to
is falling
investigate.
apart? I'm on her side. Like, what? The house is falling apart. What are you
I
doing?
think this is where the banging was coming from. This is for sure. Look. Look at that. That's what I saw flying around. I saw that in the window.
Did you now? I call
Now, this
suspicious.
terrifying event was all captured live, and fans of the Paranosis team shared their recordings of the investigation on TikTok. What makes the footage even more compelling is that paranormal fan Ashley came along on the investigation, and she too captured chilling footage of the Anson call home.
I would stay the night there, no problem.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
There's the neighbor.
I'm just built different.
There's the neighbor. Oh my gosh.
If I was a neighbor here and kids kept coming around to rattle the bars and everything, I'd be real mad.
Hear things in my bedroom.
That's crazy. Nah.
If I live, like, my bedroom's like right on this side right here.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the glass? Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, the neighbor came over and was like,
I know.
are there people in there? They're like, someone's knocking on our... And I was like, no, like, I think it might be the vibration from this. The kid that came up to us, he lives next door, and he was saying that, he never sees anything, but he hears stuff all the time, and his window to his bedroom was right next to the house, and he said he hears stuff all the time. That's why he came out running. But they did say the neighbors on the right-hand side, like the opposite side of him, they always see women walking around upstairs where a lot of that banging was happening. So, no thanks.
Now, with so many
I mean,
witnesses
yeah, it's
to
probably
these
your best
paranormal
bet is
events,
just to
it makes
leave.
you wonder whether the Anson call home might
If
be
I ever
truly
experienced
haunted,
anything like that
and
paranormal,
someone
I
or
just
something from the
leave.
other side was banging on the doors and windows in an
Like, why would
attempt to get
you
out.
stay at that point?
But as always, I leave that
No
to
house
you
is
to
not that. No
decide.
house is that nice. No house is nice enough to stay in if you're getting haunted
If you
actively.
think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Child's play.
Oh.
Marika de Wit from the Netherlands posts on TikTok that she is worried about her youngest son. 2-year-old Mateo is playing in his room upstairs when Marika hears the boy yelling. She hurries upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine. But when she looks at her security footage to see what the problem was, she is shocked.
Yeah, if I was a baby, I would also be very frightened. He seems so unconcerned, actually. He's like, okay, that might as well happen. If that was me, I would be screaming, crying, running away. I was a timid child. Whoa! Who knocked him over? Disappointed that the ghosts haven't learned to avoid cameras yet. Exactly! They have like thousands of years to be like, hey, let's stay off camera.
Arguing with someone or something that we can't see. Then the 2-year-old seems to be pushed backwards onto the floor. Now Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed. But this is where the story takes a very
Kids are also just
turn.
clumsy.
You see, Marika says that
I
she
would
was
have just
originally
fallen
pregnant
over.
with triplets, but sadly the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings.
That's
but what do you
okay.
think happened to little Mateo?
Alright.
The demon down the hall. Supernatural investigator Cody Aaron says in his YouTube and TikTok videos that he doesn't believe that ghosts are real, or at least that they aren't the lingering spirits of humans. Instead, he believes that all paranormal experiences are actually demonic in nature.
Okay.
Cody says that he has successfully helped troubled families struggling with demonic presences for years. So when a family member reaches out to Cody about the terrifying activity occurring in their office building, the concerned investigator doesn't hesitate to offer a helping hand. But what he encounters
I was getting bullied by his
in this
unborn
office building
triplets.
even takes
Poor
him
kid.
by surprise.
If I was getting haunted, I don't think I'd bring my kid into it. Like, just let him, let your kid be a kid. Deal with the ghosts yourself.
Okay, you guys.
Call an exorcist or
so,
something.
This is the door that moves on its own, and that's the chair that moves on its own. And I'm just tired. You know, there's absolutely nothing here this time. I've not seen anything. It's 9:46, and usually everything happens by this time, but nothing's going on. There was way more people than what's usually here today, so I kind of guess maybe that's what it is, and I'm just gonna call it a day. I'll start again tomorrow maybe, and we'll see what.
He looks so scared.
Okay, so
Okay. I would do the same thing, just
I'm the
okay.
only one here right now, and
I'd
the
also
door
just-
just closed.
Okay.
On its
Yeah, if I
own.
saw a ghost, instant reaction is just
Building your
okay.
online business?
No.
Go to
I'm not.
Wix.com and set up your
Out of here, silly. Get over there and punch that ghost. You know you wanna. Punch that ghost.
Did you see it?
See
Cody is
it?
completely unaware of what appears to be a small
Oh,
house standing right
that actually just gave me chills. Oh Jesus, nope, nope, nope. I don't mess with that. That's actually really scary. That actually creeped me out.
And it did not.
Like the whole like eye-watering reaction that you get
So I'm here by
when you
myself.
get scared.
All of these
That
green
just happened. I
lights
just
and
got like the.
there's no
That was not pleasant.
in this room.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was the opposite of enjoyable. Wow.
That is insane. I have never seen something like this.
What is it? Ooh.
This is directly beside me in the next room.
That is freaky.
It disappeared. What in the world? Okay. I'm going over. I have to see what this is.
No, you see something like that, you go home.
Here is the motion
Job should have
detection for
free time
me
off
in
for
this room.
ghosts.
There I am on the
Pay time
screen.
off. Pay time off if you see a ghost.
There's no motion detect. Look, it's moving. And there's no motion detection right there. That is nuts. Look at that. Let's do it.
He has to hype himself.
I'm gonna need Eric's help for this. I'm not gonna do this.
What was that? Can we go back? Hear that again. Hear that again.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need Eric's help for this.
Hold on. That was a ghostly howl. That was Dio Brando from hit anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Dude, you gotta call an exorcist. You gotta call some, what do they call them? Vampire hunter. You need a vampire hunter for that one.
I'm not
That,
gonna do this by myself.
you know what? I'll take that ghost lore. I'll say that ghosts. Sure, we'll say that's what it was.
Demonic presence? Could it all just be?
Dude, you've got more problems than ghosts.
You decide. You can check out more paranormal moments over on Cody Aaron's TikTok.
If a ghost
page
starts
and YouTube
screaming at you, you did something wrong.
TikTok user Lacey
Isn't the whole
Nicole
point
is
of ghosts? They're
teacher at Sarasota High
non-confrontational.
School in Florida.
They're just trying to live your
Lacey
life,
says that there have always
their
been
life.
stories about the ghost of, quote, Shannon, a Victorian woman who is said to haunt the high school's theater. Back in 2007, during a high school production of Beauty and the Beast, many believed that Shannon the ghost made a very unexpected appearance, and it was all captured on camera.
True, some ghosts are there for revenge, some are more chill. Is this Is this a recording of a QuickTime player? That is a projection on a wall. Alright. You know what, I'll say that... You know what, if I have to say that one video from this is real, it's definitely the screaming ghoul. Right, this is some 2010 video player. Like, where did you find this ancient relic?
This was in no way a part of the play. So could this be the spirit of Shannon, the Victorian era ghost that haunts?
I gotta say, if from this video, if one of these are real, it's the screaming ghoul, simply because that's the funniest. If I was a ghost, I would also just... My goal as a ghost would be to cause as much torment as possible.
The road less traveled. TikTok user Rifki from Bengkulu, Indonesia says that he was returning from a quick trip to pick up some items at the local convenience store.
As quick, the haunted quick trip.
Terrifying encounter.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang waktu mau balik ke kos dan di ujung itu kayak ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys.
Where? Oh wow.
Untuk ke kos gue gitu.
Nah, dude, go down a different street.
Pelan-pelan.
Different street, man. Different street. Don't take those chances.
Gue nggak tahu ini orang atau enggak ya.
It is clearly a person. Oh, that is freaky. Bye. It better like pan and it's like right behind him. I love that.
Hilang guys.
A strange woman seems to just stand motionless on the side of the road.
That's how I spend my Saturdays.
Out, and since this is his only way home, he decides to just run past the bizarre woman. But when he turns to look
cross the
back,
street.
She has disappeared. The chilling figure appears to be a woman in a dress with her hair covering her face. Rifki is uncertain of what he has just witnessed and wonders if he captured something paranormal. So is this a real ghost caught on camera, or just someone acting really strange? I leave it up to you to decide. The Casper Mountain Crawler. TikTok user Isaiah Harris and his cousin Brock are out on a hiking trip on Casper Mountain in Wyoming. In the middle of the night, as they are crossing a bridge, they start to hear strange groaning noises that seem to be coming from underneath the bridge. Isaiah pulls out his phone and starts to record as they go to investigate. What happens next is downright terrifying.
Me and my cousin took a hike in the middle of the night.
That means that we're close.
And what we found was the most
Can't see the city
terrifying thing
anymore,
I've ever witnessed.
Not the TikTok voice. Not the TikTok text-to-speech voice filter.
You didn't hear that?
Please tell me it's the ghoul again.
Bro.
Do people know that there are animals in the woods? Like that's their home?
Dude, please don't go down there. Oh my gosh.
That sounds like a hog.
Let me go first.
You hear that and you still go? I'm sorry, I have a survival instinct, and I would simply not do that. Oh, you touched the... It was a ghoul!
The two hikers just make a run for it. Isaiah posted his spooky
That's so...
experience to TikTok and the video instantly went viral. But many viewers were skeptical about the strange sudden cut at the end of the video. So,
I'm a video expert, let me see that strange sudden cut.
So let me just explain something. I actually film on 3 different apps at a time to do my videos.
As one does, I guess.
Everything on Snapchat. So whenever I recorded, whatever I recorded,
Guys, what is this thing?
Recorded because
I'm the number one.
Okay, and I'm not trying to be funny about this. Literally, I was puking. Like, I mean,
Literally, I was puking. That happens to me when I see ghouls too. It's okay, man. Don't feel bad.
Genuinely terrified, or if it was because I was running so much, but I did. But I did manage to screenshot.
Okay, even if it was real, definitely running is the best thing to do. You do not mess with people in sewers.
Let me just
That's,
tell you, I've never
you know,
been more terrified
pretty
in my
common
entire
knowledge.
life. I can't even look at this picture right now. For you guys saying that it was like a friend or like somebody else down there,
That was me.
it may have been a homeless guy.
And how dare you disturb me during my time of rest? I was hibernating. And you come in and you bother me in my sewer? Why would you do that? I forgot his name, Tyler.
Now, after many requests, or some might say dares, from his viewers,
Why would you
Isaiah
go
and his cousin
back?
Brock decide to go back to Casper Mountain and
No,
spend
you
the
don't go
entire night
back.
camping out.
Why would you go back?
So we're doing it.
You have a ghoul infestation, dude. I call it ghoul busters.
We're up here. So we're gonna spend
I would simply not go back. I don't know. Maybe I'm just silly, but I would never.
Kind of close by. There was a waterfall that's kind of more down the mountain, but we're gonna try and find it tonight. We're gonna be up all night.
Why would you? I mean, if you live in the woods and there's nothing else to do, I guess I kind of get it.
Kind of just camp out for a little bit. We got our site, and yeah, forgot your axe. This is how we do it down here in the wild. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah. There he goes.
Okay, that's actually kind of creepy. Look, hope he doesn't jump out to scare me. Brock, please don't scare me. Oh my goodness. So he's got
Come on,
this
Brock.
terrible
Don't do that to your friend.
Anyways, but we're literally trying to land the force real quick. We're just walking back right now, and like legit, I think we're lost because I don't have any idea where.
Brock is scaring me right now. I've encountered like raccoons and possums in the wild. Not any tasty white ghouls though.
So we're back at camp.
Can't say I've seen any ghouls in the wild.
What, we started looking at about 10, and it's already like 2:30. Sorry, guys. Maybe we can come back up here and film another one, but I don't know.
Other than some creepy footsteps, Isaiah and Brock don't really capture much of anything that night. Or at least, that's what they thought. Because...
Until a ghoul was spotted. I am the ghoul, it's true. I am a little ghoul, it's so true. I am just a silly little ghoul. Ah, come on now. I didn't even realize there was an ad playing. I was in ghoul land.
Oh, hell no.
There's nothing there. That's a
Right
tree.
after they hear footsteps, someone or something can be seen running through the trees.
That is a
hiding
tree.
in the dark. So, Isaiah and many of his viewers believe that some kind of strange creature is living on Casper Mountain.
Even with the glasses I couldn't see? Hey, come on, man. I'm a little blind. Oh.
Or what do you
Yeah,
think
it's a
this
creature.
is? Let me know down in the
That's
comments.
a greebling.
Through the looking glass. TikTok user Kaylin Moore from Los Angeles, California claims that an old mirror in her home sometimes shows things that just aren't there.
Mirrors are kind of creepy, I can't lie. Like,
this is an old
they're a little
mirror
bit
that
scary.
recycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just
I
gonna
do
a
really like
couple
mirrors as a
references,
horror
but
concept.
I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch. So here we go. Here's the mirror. Okay, so that's the background.
And it pans back and there's something there. Ugh. Portal to another dimension.
And once again, my apartment.
If you pan back and it jump scares me, I'm gonna be mad. I don't.
Alright, comment if you see anything that's out of place.
I don't.
Did you see it?
I did not.
As Kaylin's looking in the mirror, something can be seen sitting on the couch right behind her. But when she turns
Where?
around, it's gone.
Oh.
Whatever it is, it seems to only be visible in the mirror.
It's a little
Whether
ghoul.
it's real or just another elaborate TikTok hoax, as always, I leave it up to you to decide. Monique Chacon is spending a fun day with her son at a park in California.
Somebody's got to do something about all these ghouls on TikTok.
Begins to act very bizarre.
There seems to be a very high amount of ghouls in this area. Directed to dig up a phone. What does this mean? That just looks like a kid playing. Like, kids are dumb. I know, I was one once. It looks like he saw it because it was shiny and reflective, and he went up because he's like, oh look, a thing.
Just suddenly seems to stop and stare at someone or something that we can't see.
He do that all the time.
He drops to the ground and starts digging.
Drops to the ground. Digging furiously. No, he's just.
Pile of leaves. After watching the footage back later, Monique believes that something supernatural might have instructed her son to find that phone.
No.
Hi guys, I'm just giving an update on what happened to the phone. Well, I threw it away.
Why?
I didn't think anything at the time of when I threw it away.
Why wouldn't you?
That I shouldn't have until I watched the video.
Fine.
After watching the video, it didn't sit right with me.
I mean, yeah, you're allowed to be like, this is weird.
Gave me the creeps, actually.
Like, that's valid.
But,
just.
there really is no story time.
Phones are expensive. Don't throw it away.
The phone was broken. The face was cracked. There was a battery on top of the face, like in the front of the face, but it was broken. So I threw it away.
I mean, I guess if it's non-functional, sure. I don't know. I don't like waste.
Time. He just played, and I kept recording him.
But I mean, you do you.
That's what I do. I record all my kids when they're playing baseball, football at the park. I'm that mom that records every minute and second of their lives.
I'm that mom.
But that's it.
So, unfortunately, Monique threw the phone away, leaving us all to wonder just what was on that broken phone. Now, I have to say that this is one of the strangest.
Okay, I'd say that this video probably, it seems like it's real, but I think they're stretching it by saying it's a ghost did it. Like, no, kids just do weird things a lot. It's kind of the childhood experience as being a weird little guy. Oh, husky. Oh, it is a beautiful home.
1950s. Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good.
Dude, a house like that, I'll take every single ghost. I will take every single ghost in that house. Never mind.
And the remains of two unidentified individuals were found.
You know what? Never mind.
Unknown. Sam and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted.
Listen, I misspoke. I said no such thing. Hey. Nope, I did no such thing. I will do no such thing.
Shot collar at all. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, just so you'll know that there's nothing there. Come on, bud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, buddy.
I'm still recovering from that. I should be banned from speaking, because all I say is silly little things. Something scared him right before connection was lost, he bolted. I mean, whatever you're into, hey. No shame in here, no shame in here. Footsteps in attic? Aw. I mean, you know what? I trust dogs. Dogs are smart, and I do think animals, like, know more than we do, just because they have better, like, they're better at, like, sensing stuff before we even know what's happening. So I would trust a dog if it suddenly thinks something's wrong. Because they're probably hearing something you're not. I trust that.
Straight up.
Like, it could still be staged, but if a dog thinks something's wrong, I'm inclined to believe it.
In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere.
I hate that. If my house had that, I would leave. That is so scary. Actually, fun fact, my house, it actually does have, like, a little door that goes to the attic, and we can see the attic from outside the house, but, like, we don't have an attic is the thing, which is, it's weird. Like, it's there. I feel like it's just, like, storage, like, fiberglass, all that good stuff. But you can see it from the outside, and the windows are pitch black. It's actually kind of freaky.
Sam explains where the door is located. He captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is if you're on the bottom floor.
Can you imagine, like, seeing someone staring out the door up there at you? Ugh, that's so freaky.
From your coming down.
Yeah, I hate that.
Why the
A strange shadow figure
What the
can be
fu-
seen and two different voices can be heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor, bottom floor, bottom floor. Why the
He sounds so done. He's like, ugh,
Sam
these
has
ghosts
no
again.
idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space.
I hate attics.
So,
Like, I hate attics
one
more
night
than I
Sam
hate
begins to hear
basements.
strange sounds throughout his house.
Okay, since it's on my mind, can I tell a quick story? Okay, story time, really fast. So I was like 7 years old, and I woke up because I had a nightmare. And so there's like 2 floors of the house and the basement under that, right? So I wake up and I go downstairs because I'm like looking for my parents. Like, I don't know why I thought they'd be downstairs. I guess I thought it's late, Dad's probably working in the basement, right? So I walk down the hallway to the basement, and I hear footsteps start coming up, and then I hear my dad call me from upstairs, and I just bolt all the way back up the stairs, and like, it's like one of the only supernatural things that's ever happened to me, and like it still freaks me out to talk about. Like, I don't know who was coming up those stairs, and I remember like I heard footsteps and I was definitely awake, and it was like real. It's not like a false memory, because like I remember like at the time being freaked out and thinking like, what was that? That shouldn't have happened. And that's not even like the last scary thing that happened at that house. Like, it's like just even talking about it freaks me out. Like, I don't even really like to think about it or think like who was coming up the stairs, because it sounded like actual like adult like human footsteps, and I was like a small child. So, you know, we do a little haunting.
On his phone and goes to investigate, and that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core.
That's why I like watching these, because it's like, oh, people are more haunted than me. Like if something like these videos happened to me when I was a kid, trauma. Ooh, I hate that panning. That freaks me out. I just looked away from the screen because I got freaked out. Ah, I'm scaring myself. That was the friendly neighborhood burglar. Honestly, thinking about the neighborhood we were in, not even out of the question. Like, that was a pretty bad neighborhood. It actually might have been. I just remembered another thing that happened in that house. We got home from school. Like, me, my mom, and, like, my siblings. We had got home from school, and we hear footsteps on the top floor. And I just remember Mom being like, what's that? Because Dad isn't home, and there's no one else that it could have been. And I remember her, like, going upstairs and just not finding anything. So, honest to God, that there might have been someone living in our house, and, like, we didn't know. And you know what? I'm still alive today, so, you know, don't be scared if someone's living in your house and trying to kill you, because I'm still here. I'm not okay, but I'm still alive. Am I, though? Am I normal? Not after that. Yeah, that was, an experience.
Holy.
What looks like creepy, glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out
There
of
is
the
no
darkness.
animal with eyes that wide set. That's a bear. There is a bear in your attic, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Disappear.
Dude, I could make that effect in like Photoshop or iMovie. Dude just got jump scared by a toaster. That's just me. Okay, you see the pixelation on screen whenever he pans over? That...
A loud sound startles Sam, and when he turns around, a white translucent figure
That makes me inclined to believe it was edited. I mean, of course, none of these videos are real. Like, come on. Like, yes, I'm a skeptic. Yes, I believe in ghosts. And yes, I think every single video I see is real and fake. I am crazy.
Or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax. So is it real supernatural activity?
Sure. I guess it's real. I don't know.
As always, I leave that up to
I'm
you
wishy-washy.
to decide.
I'm indecisive.
Watch.
It can all be real, I don't care.
And her husband Bobby are having an afternoon get-together with some friends at their home in Florida, when suddenly
The only one of these videos that are real are the ones where the ghosts go, yeah! If you have a screaming ghoul, your video is instantly real.
They spot something very odd at the neighbor's house across the road.
Comes back the other way. Why? It looks like somebody's peeking through that window, the one that's open. No recording? Yes! Yes!
Be a draft. Okay, that looks like someone's inside messing with you, like I do that.
There's nobody at all.
Clearly there is. I do that to scare people. Like, the other day there was like a door-to-door salesman. Yes, I live somewhere that has a door-to-door salesman. It's weird. And like, I like heard the doorbell ring and I'm like, this is weird. So I creep up and there's like a curtain in front of the window and I peek through it and like he doesn't see me at first and then he sees me and like jumps and I'm like, oh, whoops, sorry dude, didn't mean to scare you. So I guess I'm the ghost.
A strange shadow can be seen quickly moving back and forth in Sarah's neighbor's home, freaking out everyone and even seeming to upset their two puppies.
Oh, not the puppies. There is. He's right there.
Explains online that the home belongs to an older woman whose son, sadly, had passed away. Worried about the older woman's safety, Sarah calls her neighbor.
Oh, so they're saying like, oh, it has to be the son because the woman can't move that fast. Elderly people can be fast.
So who or what could this be?
That was me.
I leave it up to you to decide. This next creepy video went viral on TikTok, but it was originally recorded by Indonesian Twitter user Gustadang. Gus explains on Twitter that he was flying from Surabaya, Indonesia to Bali, and that he was the very first passenger to board the empty plane. As Gus is boarding, he records a video to send back to his wife. When he looks back at his footage, he spots something truly chilling.
I'm loving their outfits. That green coordination's really cool. There are ghouls on planes now? What has society come to? They let ghouls on the planes. They let little wisps of light and smoke.
Can be seen moving around in one of the
Oh, that like the videos with like the super grating quality and it's like a dark creature with like the white ghostly face. That's kind of freaky. It gives like the Grudge vibes.
And many viewers believe that the strange figure in the video could be the spirit.
It looks like a
of
puppet.
deceased passenger.
They gotta travel somehow. True.
The pitter-patter of tiny feet.
What kind of title?
Who is the mother of a newborn baby?
Pitter-patter of tiny feet.
One video to her TikTok page, but the video shows.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, literally yesterday I saw a ghost. So, yeah, I was sitting like right here at my desk, and like I had a friend over, and I look at the doorway, and there's like inhumanly tall like woman with like long blonde hair just standing in the doorway for a split second. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and I just ignore it and keep gaming. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this ghoul mess up my Bed Wars. I'm not gonna let this ghoul mess up my Bed Wars win streak. Like, it's not a big deal. If you want to come game, you can come game too. I'm kind of haunted, aren't I? I just realized I think I'm kind of haunted by spirits.
Something absolutely chilling.
When you stay at a Verbo, the host doesn't.
I thought this was a ghost video because it's so dark.
It isn't.
Baby. Oh, is the baby holding a spoon? Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's holding like the little brush thing that you like use to butter the meat. I don't know what it's called. The thing. The turkey brush. I don't know.
First, the eerie sound of someone laughing can be heard.
Ghost aside, if I was like a single parent with a child home alone, I'd be freaked out by noises. Like, that's pretty reasonable.
Small running footsteps.
I'd be freaked out by that. Like, I'd be worried for me and my kid.
Her home's backdoor motion detector goes off. She immediately fears that someone might be in the house. But in the end, she finds nothing and no one's there. What she heard and captured remains a mystery. TikTok user Jim works at what he believes to be a haunted hospital in New Jersey. Early one afternoon, a security camera in one of the hospital's hallways captures something very creepy during Jim's shift.
It's just me. That is... I do like the videos of things just like moving randomly.
A supply cart can be seen rolling down the hallway on its
That's
own.
what I'd do if I was a ghost, just cause general
Jim and his
mayhem.
coworkers have no idea what could have moved the cart. But things are about to get even stranger. Another CCTV camera in the hospital's laundry room records something absolutely unnerving.
Record it from here.
Oh!
No way.
What?
Send me the video when you...
Dude. What?
When the other one comes over. It's like it didn't want to see...
Okay, this is scary for a different reason. Not only do you have a ghost, you got a swole ghost. You got a ghost that's pumping iron, that's hitting the racks. They could just spin a washing machine like it's nothing. You gotta call an exorcist. He's gonna drink all of your protein shakes, he's gonna use up all your protein powder, and then you're just gonna have a buff ghost problem.
It's funded so that he didn't have to look at it no more, whoever's in that room. Oh my God.
Jim.
Madeline, you didn't see, come and look at the second one. Here comes the second one.
There's another. This dude's not slowing down.
Watch the second one, then the second one falls off. And the lady
He's pumping iron like it's nobody's business.
She was like,
She was on FaceTime with somebody.
He's pumping iron like it's going out of style.
any second now. It happens. Look, here goes.
It happens.
Look.
This does not happen.
Look, the ghost.
It's a ghost?
Look.
Look at it.
Who's spinning it?
It's spinning.
It's spinning the cycle. It's got to be spinning.
There's no way that this spin. There's no way they're bolted or not. They don't spin like that. Mine ain't bolted in my house. Mine don't come and walk around my living room. Look. Look. That one just came out. How'd it come out like that?
I am flabbergasted. The nerve and the gall of this ghost.
Look, here, wait. Show him the thing. Look, here. Look at this. Look at it coming.
No way.
He's just trying to do some home renovations, not a big deal.
There's a ghost here.
No way.
I'm showing him the ghost in the back.
Opens the door, sees that nonsense happening, closes the door.
The laundry, all the laundry things in there.
I would also just close the door. Like, nope, not my problem.
Circles and what you call it. Come and look. Yeah, but it's crazy. I never saw anything like it in my whole life.
Heavy washers and dryers slide across the floor as if they weigh nothing, seemingly moved by some unseen force.
Buff ghost.
Jim and his fellow hospital workers can't believe their eyes as they watch the CCTV monitor. Now, even I'm not sure just what's going on here. Could it be that the hospital is
So
indeed
silly.
haunted, like Jim says?
I'll say this video is real,
Could be
because it's
sitting on
silly.
Multiple heavy washers all at the same time. Let me know what you think. Casey Dostert's TikTok page is completely devoted to sharing videos of his fishing and hunting trips in the Michigan
Dear.
outdoors, which makes this
I don't think I've ever
next
even
spooky video
been
on
to
his
Michigan.
TikTok even more bizarre.
I couldn't point it out on a
Casey
map.
saw
I
the
really
abandoned
couldn't.
house in the woods a few times as a child, but he had never been able to find his way back there again later in life. That is, until recently. It's already dark when Casey and his friend Ashton drive up to take a look at the house. It did not go well.
It did not go well.
So, I want to take everybody back.
Oh, I hate back roads. Like, that would freak me out so
I
bad.
haven't been able to find it since. let me tell you.
I went to summer camp as a kid, and like the roads to it would look like that, and it was horrifying.
Brought my buddy Ashton with me.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And I was into creepy stuff as a kid, so I'd be like, I would be sitting in that car like, Slender Man is going to get me. Like, no other child is thinking this. And I'm in the backseat like, the Slender Man is gonna get me. Like, what? Like, completely illogical.
Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. I'm telling you, some bad stuff happened back here.
I could not live somewhere like that. I would be too scared. I am weak to ghosts.
Alright.
Casey.
I gotta take you and show you this place.
Casey.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Why is the tire swing moving in this tree?
'Cause wind. 'Cause pendulums, bro.
Probably the wind.
Yeah, I'm with that guy. It's the wind. It's a pendulum. It's a heavy object on a thin string. Like, it's gonna swing.
This is
Physics or whatever.
place, man. There's some bad stuff happened back here in the 70s.
If it rolls past and there's like a ghost face, I'm gonna be scared. Please don't be something in there. Whew, okay. I'm gonna scream. I'm looking away. I'm nervous.
Yeah, hold on. Casey, go back. Go back.
No, don't go back.
Huh.
Don't go back. No.
I see something in the window, Casey.
I looked away so I couldn't see it. I was scared.
Hey, over here, Ashton, on the
Why
side,
would you get out of your vehicle?
there should be a...
No, 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 no. This is so scary.
No, not...
Why would you go in? You're gonna get grabbed. The ghouls are gonna get you, man. You're gonna get ghouled.
Dude, there was somebody standing right here, or a shadow or something standing here.
Dude, is that blood on that mattress?
Dude, is that blood? No.
Alright, come on.
Want to check it out?
You'd know if it was blood, man.
Go ahead and go first, bro.
That's silly.
Go, get out of here. Hurry up, dude. What the go?
Someone can be seen standing in the window of the creepy old house. When they
Are
approach
you?
the
That was a
building, the door
blue
slams
figure.
shut
That
and
was
friends
not
just
real.
Get out of there. Casey explains that some quote bad stuff happened in the house
That-
in the 1970s.
that is a
but he
cardboard
doesn't
cutout.
elaborate on the story. So just what did the guys catch on
That
camera?
isn't a. That's not.
Is it real? Or is
No.
it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
That.
Guardian Angel.
Ugh.
Only a few months ago, TikTok user Tana Witt went through a devastating tragedy when her brother suddenly and without warning passed away. Tana's brother was incredibly close to her family, including her 2-year-old daughter, Evelyn.
Yeah, I was thinking it's a cardboard cutout. Like the flare on it, like human beings, it's reflective. Like light on a person, even through a window, would not look like that. That like, you could have just used a guy and it would have been scarier. Why a cardboard cutout? Like it's reflective. That was just weird.
Who are you talking to?
I like the little Christmas tree. That's really cute.
Who are you talking to?
I mean, at least this one's like a wholesome ghost. Like I'm very much good with the like my loved one passed away, but they're still with us like as a spirit. Like that's cool. Like as long as they want to, I guess if the ghost wants to stay on this plane, it can. I guess.
Who are you talking to?
But like that's not scary. That's like comforting.
Evelyn seems to be talking to someone that we can't see. And creepiest of all, a whispering male voice can be heard that seems to say, Uncle.
Who are you talking to?
Even stranger, baby Evelyn seems to have heard the voice as she happily shouts Uncle over and over.
That's not scary. That's sweet.
Who are you talking to?
Aww. Reminds me of Gummy when they were a kid.
Tana believes that without a doubt her 2-year-old daughter
Just
is
silly.
speaking with her deceased brother, and that Evelyn is being looked after by her loving uncle from the other side.
Aww.
Keep a knocking. TikTok user Maru75 from Germany claims that
I'm sorry, that he looks like Keemstar. I'm sorry, man. I hate to make that comparison. The backwards hat does not help. Oh, I speak some German. Here's the bewusst. Achte auf Fenstertür. Yep. Hier is der Beweis. Oh my god. That is so freaky. I know it's fake, but that is freaky.
From the glass back door, but as he looks, he spots some dark figure moving behind him in the reflection.
Wait a minute, I didn't even see the moving figure. I just saw like his reflection. I thought that was the ghost and it freaked me out. I didn't even see the moving thing. I just saw his reflection and got scared. Like,
Maru hears knocking
I thought like that was the creature and it freaked me out.
He spots some dark figure moving behind him
Okay,
in the
that's
reflection.
pretty good. That's pretty scary.
But there's no one there. He turns back toward the door and the
I just got
figure
scared
is
by a
gone,
reflection.
and the door has mysteriously opened by itself. So, is it real? Or is it just very clever video editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide. TikTok user Alexander Henderson says that throughout his life he's always been prone to sleep.
I'm the kind of person to see myself in a mirror and be scared. Yeah. I'll get jump scared. That's why like all the mirrors in my room, I keep them away from me because at night I have gotten scared by seeing myself in the mirror. Like I know some people like hotels or in the rooms they'll have like a mirror above the bed. Absolutely not. Oh my god, that is horrific because I sleep on my back sometimes. And if I looked up and just saw like myself, that's scary. I don't like that. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with mirrors. They freak me out. They're way too good horror material. Oh my god, Automat just flagged your message for bullying! I'll allow it, it's fine. you that ugly? I mean beautiful. No, I think it's funny, Yeah, I would see myself and just, jump scare. Why didn't he just start screaming? I got distracted. How could you, Automod? Cruel and unusual. I can't believe Automod would ever do such a thing.
To be sleepwalking and speaking gibberish when something
Ooh, I sleepwalked as a kid.
swinging around on its own, and an empty water jug slides right across the floor. Alexander opens the door, walks outside, and suddenly screams.
As one tends to do, I guess.
Of what happened to him, and has no idea why he screamed. Now, Alexander says he's experienced supernatural activity before, so he begins to suspect.
Yeah, I've sleepwalked, and honestly, it's much scarier for the person who's asleep.
Then, only a day later, this happens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a normal day in my kitchen. Just, oh, okay. Sometimes you just gotta scream, exactly.
The fridge door opens.
I have had paranormal experiences. I've never seen anything like fly across the room like that. If I did, I think I'd have a panic attack just instantly. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself, so I'm glad I haven't, because I'm so easily scared.
It appears to be a pack of plastic spoons is launched off the kitchen counter. Over the next few months, nothing much happens. But then late one night, Alexander is hanging out at his friend Adam's house when he sees something truly chilling.
Why's there a ghost at Adam's house now? Don't bring Adam into this. What did Adam ever do? Why's he gotta have a ghost? That is scary. Dude, people are 10 times scarier than any ghost. Like, these videos that I find the scarier are the ones where it's like, oh, that's not a ghost, that's like an intruder. That's why Mandela Catalog gets me. We should watch that on stream sometime. I love the Mandela Catalog.
The creepy woman had disappeared.
Like, dude, that's not a ghost. That's like,
To take a look at a speaker that's been
that's like you should
acting
call
up and
somebody.
might be broken. Alexander is still recording and captures something terrifying.
Like, yeah, people are 10 times scarier than any ghost. Guaranteed.
On the top and press it. If you're here, press the one in the middle.
Like, especially living in the city, I am 10 times more scared of people than I am of ghosts. Like, that's so scary.
Did you see it?
Did I see it? How could I not?
Through the window, the same woman in red can suddenly be seen standing behind Alexander in the doorway. When he pans around, the woman has
Yeah,
moved
like,
in an
people are
instant and
in
is
the
now
city
standing
so
right
much
next to him.
scarier than
Who
ghosts.
or what could this eerie
Like, I'll take a
looking figure
ghost
be?
over, like,
Could it be a spirit
the
that
average
attached
city
itself to
person.
the sleepwalking TikTok user? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
At that point, I'd hope it was a hoax, because that's, like,
The doll,
genuinely, like,
and the wardrobe.
scary for them.
TikTok user Steph Garza claims that for the last 10 years she has
I'd much rather it was a
experienced
ghost at that
paranormal
point.
activity in her home in Mexico after purchasing a creepy secondhand doll.
Oh, come on, why would you do that?
The unexplained voice of a child crying out from within her home. Finally, she had had enough and just threw the doll away.
As one
But
does.
Unfortunately, the paranormal presence never left. One night, Steph hears frightening sounds coming from her bedroom closet. What happens next shocks her to her core.
Espera, ve. Se está abriendo.
Yeah, I don't mess with dolls, they freak me out. I hate dolls and I hate mannequins. Oh, come on, that is... So you have a little sibling, and you told them, hey, go hide in my closet for a TikTok? Huga did that to me once, and I almost had a heart attack. Like, I've had, like someone hid in my closet to scare me, and I thought I was going to die. I am weak, and I'm easily frightened. If my older sibling was like, hey, get in this video, like, get in the closet, I'm gonna make a TikTok, I would just be like, dude, really? I'd be disappointed.
¿Dónde?
Yeah, that's when you get a lock for the closet.
A tiny little childlike hand wraps around the closet door and quietly slides it open.
It is freaky, I can't lie, it's scary.
Must be hiding inside the closet, but Steph shows that there's no one there.
That's what video cuts are for.
The sinister presence in her home may be a demon, only taking on the form
That what you
of a
think.
small child. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
What do you think,
You
Nuke?
decide.
Hey, only the ghouls are real. Okay, we'll do one more video, and then I'm gonna... Okay, current plan, we're gonna watch, like, one more video, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I am going to... Oh, whoops. I think tonight we'll do another hardcore stream, or I'll play Hypixel with, Gummy and Puga, but, yeah, we have one more video, and then it's lunchtime. Should we watch? I love Nuke. I have never really watched him before, I've watched other people. I actually really like it. We get a shorter one. To make yellow pants. Alright, Nuke, if that's what you think.
First page of Google might not be the best for everyone.
Ooh. Alright, Nuke. Serenade me.
The Ritual and the Wardrobe. Paolo
Okay.
and Debbie from the popular Italian YouTube channel Pit Paranormal Investigation Team attempt a ghost summoning in an
Ooh.
old house. Allegedly, if done correctly, this ritual is said to summon any supernatural entity residing in a home. The summoning requires one person to sit inside a closed space, like a wardrobe.
That is
in the
scary.
dark, with nothing but a few matches for light. If the summoner hears anything abnormal, they light a match immediately and chant the sentence, quote, "Show me the light or leave me in eternal darkness." So,
Why would you have the option to leave you in darkness? That sounds like a bad
to
idea.
attempt the strange ritual inside a small, cramped wardrobe in the old house. It did not go well.
Nope.
Paul. Credo che ci sia qualcosa qua nell'armadio con me.
Oh, I hate that. I would hide in the closet a lot as a kid. I can't even explain why, I just liked to. The scariest thing hiding in a closet is definitely me.
Sei qua?
I'm always the scariest thing in my house at any given time.
Mi sembra che stia grattando la parete.
Grattando.
Te lo giuro, ho sentito...
Tu ti rendi conto che io non sento niente di qua?
Senti?
No, ora lo sento forse.
I'm not hearing it.
Paolo, sta grattando.
Ok, hai sempre il fiammifero acceso.
Sto continuando ad accenderne, durano pochissimo.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I'm just
Curioso.
I'm not hearing it. I think it's because, you know, there isn't anything. It's like, I don't hear anything, I'll just say, yeah, the ghost is, oh, it's being scary. Looks like she's in a crawl space. That's not even a closet. That's a cabinet. Okay, if I was in a cabinet and something touched me, I would be concerned. I'd be like, is it a raccoon?
Nell'orecchio, ok? E ho sbattuto la mano dallo spavento. Guarda, mi sta venendo un livido.
Ooh.
Guarda.
I do love when they're like, yeah, the ghost scratched me or did this or did that.
Cioè, non sto scherzando, mi sono fatta veramente male. Cioè, non lo vedete, ma
Sì,
tutto qua.
Ooh.
Guardate, mi sono fatta malissimo. Veramente malissimo.
E poi perché adesso hai urlato?
Perché mi sono sentita qualcosa che mi toccava la spalla. Che mi toccava la spalla.
Non posso riaprirlo perché...
Mi toccava la spalla. E adesso?
No, adesso va via.
I'm loving the anime hoodie. It's really pulling the vibes together. I love hunting ghosts. I also love watching Naruto, my favorite anime.
Ecco.
Hai ragione.
Io ho sentito una vampata di profumo, poi mi hai detto che erano i fiammiferi. Ma io ho sentito un profumo.
Non l'avevo sentito prima.
E poi un profumo.
Beh, comunque, no, te lo giuro.
I didn't see a ghost, I didn't hear a ghost. I think she scared herself.
Mi sono fatta male.
I think she scared herself and maybe thrashed and accidentally hit her hand.
Debbie starts to freak out, and she feels like
I mean, I'd be
someone
scared
might be
too.
inside the wardrobe with her. Then suddenly a hand grabs her shoulder.
I didn't even see that. Hold on, I'm going back.
Then suddenly a hand grabs her shoulder.
Okay.
In a panic, Debbie
Yeah, this
flees
is
the
fake.
small wardrobe and ends the summoning. So could it be that this cryptic ritual brought out a dark supernatural
Sorry, Debbie, I
entity?
want to believe you, but
Let me know down in the comments.
No one's in cabinets grabbing people. I need some stronger glasses. I might just be dumb. I don't know if it's glasses or just I am dumb.
In Japan, the village is now a ghost town. It has been completely abandoned for over 28 years. Centuries-old graves of former residents can be found hidden away between the decaying homes.
That's freaky.
Locals like to say that these days, the only residents of Shiriwa village are the dead. In the
That
dark of
tracks,
night,
yeah.
Takuchi begins to hear unnerving sounds coming from all around him as he explores. He starts to get a little freaked out and decides to take
I mean,
out
I'd
his
be too,
starry
like,
camera to get a better look
the
at what
abandoned
could be
places freak me out because I'm
hiding
scared of,
in the
like,
dark.
people.
What he sees shocks him to his core.
めっちゃ周りからバチバチ音聞こえるから気づかれてないはずやけど
Yeah, I'm scared about coming across other people. That's freaky, because you don't know their intentions. That's what's scary. Not the ghost you gotta be worried about.
なんかおるなんかおるちょっと待ってほらなんかおるなんかおるマジほらマジマジマジマジマジマジマジほらなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるって
Probably a person.
ちょっと待ってえ近づいてみようか
I would not get closer if I was you, bro. You don't mess around with people in abandoned buildings. I feel like that's a bit of a no-brainer. You don't know what they're doing. Is that like a... Wait a minute, was that... They make like a item menu screen from going through his bag? That is fun. I love that. Oh, wow. That's just silly. I really like that. That's a nice little touch. We love the production value. I need that IRL, right? I lose stuff really easily. I need one of those so I stop losing all my things.
ちょっと待って池田取れたか取れたか
Ooh. I get like worried for people who do like urban exploration like this. It's like, you know what? If it's not the people, it's the asbestos. They're gonna get you.
なんかおるマジでおるマジでおるマジでおるマジでおるマジでおる何してんの何してんのはどういうこと何してんのはマジでおるなんかおるんよちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待って
I'd be scared.
The thermal camera captures a heat pattern that resembles a human shape. But when
Resembles?
Takuchi looks around
That's
with
just
his
a
own
guy.
naked eye, he can't see anyone. Suddenly, the figure charges toward Takuchi, and in a panic, the investigator runs for his life. And with this, Takuchi has had enough and just
I mean, on the
leaves.
tiniest chance that it's real, running is probably the best thing you can do.
Who passed away in the old abandoned Shiriwa village? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire spooky investigation over on the YouTube channel. Takuchi
Man runs
Camera.
very slow, true.
If you found a great ghost video online or recorded one yourself,
Bro is not
please
running
send
with
it our
enough
way at
urgency.
nukestop5@gmail.com.
Okay, Nuke, if I ever come across a ghost, I'll let you know.
A little while ago, I featured the creepy story of Lauren Combs, who over the course of a year captured multiple mysterious unexplained events in her home in Waco, Texas.
It's always Texas.
Did you do that?
Is that a Maine Coon kitty? Kitty. I'm just interested in that kitty. Sounds like your doorbell has some problems. Okay, stuff like that, I wonder how they do that. Is it like a string? I imagine that's the only thing it could be.
Oh my god.
Now, since
Is it a ghoul? Can we quantify this as a ghoul?
Camera in her backyard. because
I'm not sure it's
rarely,
ghoul-like
a lot of
enough
the
to really
strange activity
be
in
a
her
ghoul.
home seems to take place in
Again,
the
remember, it's only
area
real if it's a
just
ghoul.
behind her house.
Or if it's
So late
funny.
one night, Lauren is hanging out and casually playing some Call of Duty with her roommate when their dogs begin to totally freak out for no apparent reason.
If I was a dog, I'd also freak out if my owner started playing Call of Duty. I would worry for their mental health. There they go. Annoyed by this ad? Very.
The dogs all seem freaked out by something that is going on outside the house. So Lauren checks her outside security cameras and sees something that chills her to her core.
Ooh. I don't like that. That's freaky. Things that get me are like the woods, like probable like intruders, and like the typical like white face, black like ghostly form, like the Grudge stuff that looks like that. That freaks me out. Like okay, stuff I guess that looks like Uncanny Valley, like not human enough.
Along the tree line in Lauren's
Like that's
backyard.
freaky.
Lauren has no idea who or what this could be and is extremely disturbed by the whole experience.
Hey, I'd be too.
Especially after everything else that has happened in the past. So just what do you think is going on here? And what is this?
I think you got a ghoul problem.
Phantom. These next creepy videos were recorded by a family in their home in Staffordshire, England. The father of the family,
That's always
who goes
England.
only by the username Smug Puppy, explains that they've been experiencing chilling paranormal activity in their home for the last 25 years.
Why would you still live there?
Have never been as active and terrifying.
25 years is a long time to stay in a haunted
His daughter
house.
are casually hanging out in their home. His daughter's filming their cat Lily, who is awkwardly sleeping on top of some cans and bottles.
That's just what cats do.
Suddenly, things take a terrifying turn.
Look at her. Surely that isn't comfortable at all.
Oh. Ooh, look at his setup. Dude is he's one of us. He's a gamer. One of us. Salute to your dad. He's a true gamer.
Oh my god!
I guess the ghost hates gamers. If I was a ghost and there was a gamer living in the house I'm haunting, I would also be mad.
I can't believe I've just caught that on camera. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
Can't believe you've done this.
Are you okay?
No, not really.
We've got an anti-gamer ghost.
Slap Smug Puppy hard across his face. In a later video, he explained that he had been angrily
Rude
shouting
ghost.
at the entity earlier, upset about the intense recent supernatural activity. He suspects that he might have angered the paranormal
Ghost is fed up with the
presence
2 a.m. gaming sessions. True. I would also be.
Cut to over 1 month later.
You're like, dude, put on some
and
headphones or
Smug Puppy
something.
sees something unusual out of the corner of his eye. He
I'm
quickly
loving his
closes
gaming
the
setup.
window
That's so
against to
fun.
record.
Tense shadow creature. That's what they call me.
Something go past. Keep hearing noises. All upset. Keys! Come here and bring your phone. Just bear with me a sec. Sorry, guys. Just film me a sec because I keep seeing that character go past this door.
Ooh. The 2 camera angles. Ooh. That is kind of freaky.
I want to prove there's nothing in there.
Ooh. I would hate that. I want to believe him simply because he is, you know, a fellow gamer. But I just... Maybe this is just what it's like in Britain, I don't know.
You got me?
Right. I'll go back in the fair.
Maybe this is just what it's like to live in Britain.
Yeah, come here. Film around the bed and everything. Make sure there's nothing in there. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, film me. Film the door. 100%. Bloody walking stick. Yeah, you see? Yeah. Nothing, just dressing gowns.
A dark figure seems to dart back and forth
That
in
is
the doorway
creepy.
at super fast speed before slamming the bedroom door shut.
Huh.
The door handle shakes uncontrollably.
Can confirm? Alright, alright. This is just what Britain's like.
Inside the bedroom,
Sorry, man. There's nothing we can do. You just happen to live in Britain. This is your life now.
entity, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I want to believe him because he is a gamer.
The flyby. This next video was recorded by pilot Cesar Murillo Perez, who was flying an
Simply
Airbus
because of his impressive gamer skills.
29,000 feet in the sky above Medellin, Colombia. He suddenly spots something
Ghost in a
very
plane?
unusual. He grabs his phone and starts to record.
I don't want to be stuck on a plane with a ghost. That's terrible. So is it saying there's something out there, or... That's a bird. Oh, not a bird. That is,
An unknown dark round object can be seen flying
that
above the
is
clouds at 29.
created in Blender.
The pilot says that he has no idea what this object could be, and the footage still remains
The light
a
source is
mystery.
way too consistent. That is a 3D rendered
Theories and
object.
ideas on just what this is.
Also notice how it's at a different, like,
So much for watching.
the object was at a different, pixelation than the rest of the video. I don't know, I'm really into, like, how do I put this, analyzing videos, like, the behind-the-scenes aspect really interests me, like, film stuff like that, I've always been kind of into it. Pretty cool! I will be watching this channel more then. That's a cool channel. Alright, but, that, I think... Hold on a second. Where am I? Where am I? Yay! Woo! Okay, it worked, it worked. Okay, I think this is the end of the stream for today. I will probably go live again later with some hardcore Minecraft. I use 100% of your brain to analyze the video, but miss 100% of the scary stuff. I really do, don't I? I'm too busy analyzing to actually see the creature on the screen. I completely miss it. I'm just like, guys, come on, it's not that scary. And there's literally just like a figure right in front of me that I do not even see. Listen, I got glasses. That does not mean I'm smart at all. But yeah, I'm probably live again later with some gaming. I liked doing this. This was really fun to stream. I was very entertained. I mean, you know, because we're watching someone else's content. But yeah, I'm really into scary stuff. I want to do more stuff watching scary videos like that because I find them fascinating. And it also scares the hell out of me, so it is very funny to see me scared. So we'll probably be doing a lot more of that, because I find it very fun. Yeah, thanks for coming out, supporting me today, being in chat, being active, always very much appreciated. You'll probably catch me again tonight, and if not, you know, I'm on Twitter, I'm talking, I tweet, I do stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on out, thanks so much for supporting me, and I will see you sometime in the near future. Yeah. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Bye-bye!